Hat! Hello! We're D2E. What's going on over there? Oh boy. Oh boy. She's looking distressed. She's looking distressed immediately. You guys aren't seeing what we're seeing, and that's a problem. Wait. Can you see it? Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're in.
Newer team. This is from the people who made the newer Super Mario Bros. And other fun Mario mods. Comes this very special mod.
I'm very
If you
excited.
could figure out what it is, you can actually play this on a 64.
Yeah.
Legit. We are not doing that.
No, fuck that. I could, but I don't want to. There were other options. There was like the Wii Virtual Console injection and some other stuff.
Oh my!
Yeah! Look at the courtroom!
Yeah, I kept this as a surprise. I saw it a few weeks ago and I was like, we gotta do this.
100%. It has Zelda. It has ROM hacks. It has Ace Attorney. Those are my 3 favorite things to do on this channel. Are you enjoying the...
I am enjoying the music. Alright, I guess let's get to it.
Alright.
Damn! Might look up the soundtrack afterwards.
You can download the soundtrack from their website.
Nice.
It's like right there below the game patch thing.
So as we work our way through all the Ace Attorneys, you know.
Yeah, they keep coming out with more, so we're just gonna...
Okay.
Yeah. This is why I didn't get too far with my testing.
Ah.
So, hopefully we don't run into some goofy-ass graphical glitches when we get there.
Is this...
I think this is Zelda.
Link narrate? Oh, okay. Do you think they forgot? I forgot my Zelda. Or what we used to do for her. I just went like that. Forget a royal visitation. No one can make... Oh, no, that can't be her.
I think that's...
Start herself. No one can make that, princess.
Princess, who is me?
Well, I guess I should just go in then.
I love...
Oh! Eh. Wow.
That's pretty great. God, the guard standing there is so nice as the bailiffs.
Yeah. Do you want to do Link?
I can...
I don't. You're wearing the shirt.
I am wearing the shirt, so... Do you want me to...
Did you pick out that shirt for the stream?
Well, I'm a trans woman, so I was just gifted this shirt when I was young, and I've just had it since, but I did pick this shirt to play on the stream. Yes.
There you go. Alright, go for it.
It's standard issue trans femme boy mode clothing. Alright. Yeah!
I don't hate the bit.
Yeah! I guess it's a lot worse when it's your friend's life that's on the line. Gonna give him standard hero voice. Come on, gotta look professional. She can't see you like this. Speaking of her, though, where is she anyway? Hey, you! Over there!
Huh? What is it, attorney? This trial isn't started yet.
But it will be soon, right? Would you happen to know where my client isn't here yet? I didn't get to speak much with her when she was arrested, so I was hoping I could at least exchange a word with her now.
Well, you weren't the only one with that idea.
Oh yeah, that is the shirt, isn't it? It is the shirt.
Yeah, I remember you having it in high school.
I remember going through it on my coming out stream, just like, this fucking shirt!
I believe she's currently in the prosecutor's lobby. You wanted to talk to her as well.
What? Ooh, what if I did it so only the inner monologue is coherent? And he's just grunts for the rest of it when he's speaking out loud.
Like I said, I don't hate it. People will have to like read the stream if they want it, but it's fine with me.
What is up with this guy? He bars me from the crime scene, blocks my detention center visits, and now this?
Not to worry. She will definitely be here before the trial.
Great. That'll be a joyous 5 minutes indeed. But there's nothing I can do but wait.
5 minutes later. Yep.
Yeah! Yeah!
Ah, see? There she is. No need to get all worked up.
Oh, something is wrong. Did I hear shouting?
So much for looking professional. Yeah!
Hey, Stefan.
This is Malin. Ever since we met in Hyrule Castletown all those years ago, we've been great friends. Her heart's in the right place. I know she cared deeply about her father.
If everything's fine, why do you look so worried? How'd the investigation go? Did you find anything?
Yeah! Particularly that my opponent's a real scumbag!
Well, it was mostly just threats. He kept explaining in detail what will happen to me if I'm found guilty.
Doesn't sound like a vital discussion that needed to happen right before the trial. He probably just did that so he wouldn't have as much time to talk.
You believe in me, right? I didn't do it. I never.
Yeah!
Oh,
Good! Yeah! Yeah!
I think we all know who the prosecutor's gonna be, right? I think there's only one obvious choice. Am I crazy?
They could like twist it.
It's Ganondorf, right?
I think it's gonna be like Ganon in disguise. It's gonna be totally not Ganon with a mustache. Yeah!
Oh, this is just a pictograph of Father I carry around. I just can't believe he's gone.
Wish I knew how to cheer her up right now. I'm very good at handling emotional clients.
There's only one main trial, so I think they gotta go straight to Von Karma.
Yeah.
There is a bonus thing, but I don't know if we'll ever get to it.
Oh, how so?
Yeah!
Although, what would be the in-universe Winston Payne for Ocarina of Time? I don't know.
You really think so? Well, here you go then.
I bet it's Sheik. What if Sheik is the prosecutor? That would rule. And the judge is probably... I think the judge is Rauru. I think we saw that the judge is Rauru. At least I'll be walking in there with something other than my badge. But wait, we shouldn't just be idly chatting. Yeah.
I understand. Unfortunately, there is some I thought.
The trial is starting. Defendant attorney, please enter the courtroom at once.
Please let me know if you get tired of this bit.
It throws me off, which is great.
It is actually kind of hard to come up
No
with contextual
kidding!
grunts for every line.
Alright. What if you just did it on, like, certain... You just pick and choose.
Yeah,
like, if
okay.
he's got, like, a what or a reaction, you know, and then you say the rest of the sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Shouldn't have said that stuff about having no chance. All right. Everything will be fine. The prosecutor's been playing me for a fool since this began. But sooner or later, his arrogance will be his undoing. Ah, you talk really different now. Let's head inside.
Oh, dang it, this part.
My name is Link. I've been a defense attorney for the last 7 years. I've won my fair share of cases, and lost some too, but this one is personal. There's so much at stake here. Not only do I have to save Malon's life, I gotta find out who did this to Talon. Talon, he was always so kind. He didn't deserve this. I need to do him justice. I can't lose this. Yeah! Something more like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay, okay.
Court is now in session for the trial of Malin of London Ranch.
I love this little tag! The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh my god.
Dragman. I sincerely doubt that. What were they thinking, pitting me against some pathetic kid?
Pathetic kid, what gives you the right?
Still your tongue. You bring shame upon the fine color of your hair, vile woman. Sorry, the finger got me. Before long, the world shall know the horrible deeds you committed. Let us not prolong the inevitable. Shall we begin?
Andrew, that's actually a decent bison you're doing right now.
No, I don't know why I did so many voices. This is out of sorts.
If you want, I can take one over.
There'll be more characters.
No, the court is no place to be exchanging insults. Since the prosecution seems to be ready as well, let's hear the opening statement.
The opening statement shall also be the closing one.
I love what they've done with this, like, sneer.
The girl did it. It's obvious. She killed her own father in cold blood. All so she could have the ranch to herself. Couldn't wait for the old fool to die naturally, could you? You greedy little rat. Sorry, is it? Got me.
Your Honor, you can't allow this man to verbally abuse the defendants like this!
Ha! She committed murder, kid. She deserves every bit of scorn she gets.
I do believe a little less commentary wouldn't go amiss.
Bah! I assure you, old man, you will change your opinion once you see all the damning evidence.
Who is this guy? How can he speak to the judge like that?
Ganondorf Dragmire. Looks like I've been lucky to avoid meeting this man till now. The stories I've heard about him must be true.
Look, it made me laugh. I hope they do that.
A boorish barbarian of a man hailing from the Gerudo province. Apparently, he prides himself on the nearly clean streak he's cultivated for decades. All while disrespecting everyone in the court, including the judge.
Sorry.
I've even heard some attorneys refer to him as the King of Evil. Definitely has that look at the very least. Who wears full armor to court?
Oh,
The
man.
fucking sweat is so good.
Very well, please present your case to the court.
You don't seem to like me. You don't seem to like me talking. So I'll just let the detective present the basics.
This is so extra. How the fuck did they do all this? A lot of effort.
Bring Impa of the Sheikah Force to the stand.
Well, here we go. The first battle. I know Impa. She's quite a competent detective. Which worries me. Please let her have made a mistake just this once. Must have been a labor of love for the people who made it. Yeah, no fucking kidding. Oh, look at her hat!
Alright, state your name and whatever it is you pretend to do.
You never changed, do you, prosecutor?
I really thought it was gonna be nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. I really thought that was coming. You're perfectly fine. Do whatever you need to do. Any possible change would be for the worse.
Now stop wasting time. Name and occupation.
Oh, man. Very well. I am Impa, head detective of the Sheikah Force, Homicide Division.
True for now, at least. Well, what are you waiting for? Start talking. You were the one assigned to this case, so you should know all about it. Sorry, if Satanga threw me off. I was like, Jesus. What calamity has befallen our fair kingdom?
Still can't be bothered to give a proper opening statement. It is a positive term. It's just very funny.
No, it was just, yeah, from you, it just was like, oh, look.
I suppose I can do the prosecutor's job for him this time, for the sake of an unbiased look.
Please go ahead, detective.
Trying to think of how I can tweak the
understand.
voice. The incident happened early yesterday morning on Lon Lon Ranch, a local supplier of goods located just south of Castletown. The current owner of the homestead, Talon, was found dead in his ranch house.
A tragic loss for our kingdom for sure. I have seen the man around Castletown a number of times, delivering goods.
Quite. The owner was a rather important figure in the local community. In any case, we were alerted to the scene of the murder by the Royal Guard, who were there on official business.
Official business? What kind?
It's a weird remix of
Yeah.
the Owl theme.
It's interesting.
As I understand, the ranch provides the kingdom with vital services. To ensure it's operating as it should, and as a gesture of appreciation, the Crown orders a visitation to the ranch every year.
I see. A schedule on a little visit. Continue, detective.
When the Sheikah Force arrived, they found the victim bleeding out onto the floor. Next to him lay his daughter Malin, breathing but unresponsive. After a thorough investigation, we arrested her as she was deemed the only possible culprit. That about covers the gist of what happened.
Very nice and succinct. Keep that up and perhaps you'll keep your job.
Oh, I don't think the good detective here has to worry about that, given she is the head of the department. Which reminds me, why is the head of detectives herself on a case like this? Are the other detectives unavailable?
That would be because I have been assigned to this case by order of the King of Hyrule himself.
The king himself assigned you. That doesn't happen very often, does it?
You are correct, Your Honor. I am not usually involved in field work like this.
Some of it I'm really enjoying, and some of it I get what you mean, where it's just kind of like jammed in there a bit. But like the testimony music wasn't my favorite. It was weird.
Yeah, it was a little too messy.
Yeah.
This time, however, the king felt it necessary because of who was involved.
Who is involved? Is the death of a ranch worker really such a concern for the king?
Well, as I said, Long Long Ranch is a very important supplier of goods, to be sure. But that's not who I meant. I imagine the king wanted the top investigators on this job, because it was the royal princess herself who discovered the crime scene.
Order! I will have order! The royal princess Zelda witnessed the crime?
Ha! And there you have it. This case rides on the princess's own words. To doubt it would be to doubt your own royalty.
This is bad. I can't really object to that. Yeah, that's the Von Karma waggle. It
It's
really
so
is.
funny.
Very well, if the princess is testifying today, it's better we don't make her needlessly wait. Detective, please testify about why the defendant was arrested.
It is with regret that I agree with Dragmire. All the evidence points towards this girl being the culprit. We determined that the murder definitely took place inside of the ranch house. There were only 3 people on the ranch: the victim, the defendant, and a worker who has an alibi for the time of the crime. The defendant was found unconscious right in front of the victim, who was bleeding out onto the floor. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without a doubt, that's what was used to kill the victim. She seems like such a bright girl. It's most unfortunate.
Press her on that. No, she's an idiot.
I do like Malin being your weird girl sidekick for this.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to submit these pieces of evidence to the court. First, I have the autopsy report, performed by the Crown's top coroner.
Bingo.
Here is what we determined to be the murder weapon, which we took from the defendant's hands. To make sure we had the correct weapon, we conducted a very thorough investigation. Naturally, we searched everyone and thoroughly examined the ranch and its vicinity. Nothing unusual was found, but to be safe, we also checked the ranch's inventory list to see whether anything was missing. The list matches the items we found on the ranch exactly, and nothing but the saw had fresh blood on it.
Oh, that does sound quite compelling. This must have been a truly terrifying scene.
Dying from a wound made by a weapon like this is extremely painful. This only helps to prove the defendant's viciousness.
Ugh, at this rate they're gonna paint Milan as some hauntless monster. There is one more thing I feel I should mention for the sake of completeness. Shortly after we arrived at the ranch, a courier showed up to take some milk shipments.
Of course, business must go on. Is it really necessary to enter into evidence, though?
The shipments did end up leaving the ranch, so I feel it bears mentioning. Yeah! Were the contacts checked before you let them go? Naturally, who do you take us for? Even though the worker handling the shipments did get quite worked up about it, we cracked all of the boxes open to check what was inside. In the end, it did turn out to only be milk bottles, so we let them through.
Very well. Thank you for your thoroughness, Detective.
So, what happens now?
Well, this is where I step in and perform a cross-examination.
Ah, great. How does that work?
Huh?
Could you explain what you're going to be doing?
Can't hurt to go over this again. Sure, why not? The witness will repeat her testimony. I'll be able to scroll back and forth through okay.
What'd you think it was gonna be?
I would have thought it would be something funny.
Okay.
They'll just repeat it as many times as you want?
That's right. I have to consider every little detail. Can't miss a thing. If I want more info about something, I can use L or Z to press the statement and ask the witness a question.
Grill them for info.
Yup! Since the witness has to come up with an answer on the spot, if they're lying, prompting for more info can make them slip up. Most importantly, though, if I find something that doesn't line up with the evidence, I can press R to bring up the court record.
The court record is basically a list of all the evidence, right?
Yes, I can open it any time if I need to recheck the facts. After choosing the contradicting item, I'll press triangle to see up to raise an objection. The Triforce button.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can not only present evidence, but profiles as well.
Profiles?
The court record contains a list of all the people involved, too. I can switch between evidence and profiles with R. If I need to review what's been said recently, I can also press start to see a history of messages.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
Is the defense done whispering?
Ha! Sorry. He's so upset about it. Why doesn't he just press other triangle to skip ahead? The defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
Bah. A waste of time.
I sincerely hope you're not implying that standard court procedure is a waste of time, Mr. Dragmire. In any case, we're ready, defense. Please begin the cross-examination.
Give me some good music for the cross-examination. Come on, come on.
That's awesome. Okay. What makes you think she's the culprit?
She's just about to tell you. Keep quiet and listen.
Right. Sorry. Indeed, as I was saying. And just how did you do that? It's quite simple. There was no blood found anywhere else. Had the victim been attacked at some other location, we'd expect a trail of it leading into the scene. Couldn't the killer have just cleaned it all up? Certainly not. The path to the ranch house at Long Lawn Ranch is not paved in any way. Cleaning blood off the ground would require disturbing the soil. Naturally, we found nothing of the sort.
Bah. There wouldn't have been enough time to pull that off anyway.
Likely true. Right. Sounds like the location of the crime scene was pretty firm. Not giving up yet. Three people, you say?
I guess that would have to be Mr. Ingo?
Yeah.
Let me stop you before you start getting too excited. If you had listened to the rest of what the detective said, you'd notice she mentioned an alibi.
Indeed, we're pretty certain that the ranch worker couldn't have been involved. Well, what is this alibi then? You might remember that I brought up some outgoing milk shipments? Well, the worker, Ingo, was in charge of them. He left the ranch house first thing in the morning and was busy preparing the shipments after that. Is that so? Surely he could have gotten away for that for one really quick little murder.
This wouldn't be just a quick little murder, as you so crudely put it. He'd have to take steps to hide his involvement, too. There was definitely not enough time for that.
Unfortunately, I agree.
Preparing a shipment is a lot of work. You have to milk all the cows, clean all the bottles, pour the milk out into them, arrange them into crates, and finally load them into a wagon. Usually I have to do it together with Father to finish when the courier arrived.
The shipments were already ready when we arrived at the ranch. When we checked the boxes, they were all fully loaded with filled milk bottles. So this Ingo was able to do the work of two people all on his own? Isn't that a bit odd?
Odd or not, he definitely did just that. Clearly, he's a man dedicated to his job. Or perhaps the girl and her father are just very inefficient.
This whole thing seems awfully suspicious if you ask me. But I guess I have nothing to dispute it with. Malin fainted? Correct. We couldn't get her to wake for a long time. Eventually, we decided to administer a healing fairy so that she could be questioned. Guess finding the body was just that much of a shock, huh?
Ah! Probably just pretending, trying to make it look like she had merely found the body.
In any event, how can you be so sure of this? Look at the autopsy report.
Deep, irregular wound made with a sharp metal object.
Love him like holding it like that.
That's why I was trying to do it. I like his arm doing this thing.
Speaking of serving, just look at that. The saw was the only sharp implement in the ranch house that could produce such a wound.
My diamond.
And as I've already mentioned, we also looked closely at all of the sharp things on the ranch. none had recent blood on them. It still doesn't necessarily mean the saw was the murder weapon. Maybe the real culprit healed the real one.
Oh yeah? Prove it then! Show us the real murder weapon!
Well, I definitely don't have any way to do that. Still, something bothers me about that saw.
So, you have nothing. What a waste of time.
She sure is. We've known each other for years.
Yet she murdered her father in cold blood. How curious. Perhaps you're just bad judges of character. Both of them.
No way! Just give me some time and I'm gonna prove it!
Do you see anything wrong yet?
Well, usually it's difficult to find anything wrong with the basic facts of the case. That said, I do think I saw one small thing.
Really? That's great.
Sure is, because I've got to poke all the holes I can find before the princess gets here. Okay, so it,
I like the little check mark. That's so nice. Is that a future Phoenix Wright thing? It's like I haven't seen it in the ones we've done. Oh, look at his attorney badge. No button to press.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure stuff out.
I think it's whatever up triangle is.
Yeah, I was just... Huh. This seems like a fairly large oversight. I just want to make sure of something. The state the saw is currently in is how you found it at the crime scene.
Look at him!
That's correct. That's strange. Considering how much the victim bled out
Hey,
and how
second.
deep his wound was.
His hand is just... like, you can hear it.
Why is there no blood on the supposed murder weapon?
Ah! Is that all you have?
Huh?
Naturally, the prosecution has an explanation for why the saw is clean. Behold! This cloth was found in the defendant's other hand. As you could plainly see, it's stained with blood.
Whoa! I'm just gonna soak that in for a second.
Yeah.
The defendant simply wiped the murder weapon in a futile attempt to hide her involvement.
If Malin was trying to hide her involvement, why didn't she just leave the crime scene?
Obviously, she was trying to hide the body before the royal visitation had arrived at the ranch. Unfortunately for her, it just so happened that the delegation arrived quite a bit earlier than scheduled. In a panic, she quickly wiped the saw off and pretended to faint to make it look like she had just stumbled onto the scene.
Yeah.
Fair.
Young lady, things are not looking very good for you right now. Court accepts the bloodied cloth and the evidence.
So, what's the story with this cloth?
Well, as I was doing a final check around the ranch, I noticed that part of the fence around the horse paddock was damaged. Not entirely sure what happened, but sometimes one of the horses just gets a bit rowdy, you know?
Right.
I'm really glad my singing voice doesn't sound like my speaking voice. La 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 la. Anyway, I didn't want to bother Mr. Ingo about it, so I tried to cut up a new reel by myself to patch it up. But then the saw slipped and I cut my hand open.
Oh, goddesses, are you okay?
Well, it wasn't that bad. It did bleed quite a lot, though. So I just used that cloth to quickly bandage the wound.
Well, Andrew, I'm surprised. See, I thought you'd be surprised. Mike, you enjoyed my singing?
I was going into the ranch house to ask Father to help me with the fence.
Ah! A likely story. And impossible to verify now, of course. The Sheikah Force had to use a ferry on the defendant to get her out of the supposed unconsciousness.
I meant yikes at the blood saw.
No, you're fine. I'm just joking.
I do have to give her some credit. She is one cunning woman. She knew that would explain a sudden lack of any wound on her hand. Ho ho! Oh yes, fairies are wonderful. Just the other day, I slammed my hand with a gavel, and one took the paint off immediately.
Great. Glad to know they're used for such important things. But, dang it.
Does that kill a fairy when you use a fairy in,
I think
in
they
like
just-
this Zelda?
I think they
It's
just
like
leave.
you lose. Yeah, okay, they just leave.
Yeah.
You gotta catch it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, dang it. Too bad there's no way to tell whose blood is on the cloth.
Tacit, maybe in August. This is our last stream for the month.
I do believe this matter has been settled. I'm ready to call my next witness.
Uh-oh. Is that all I can get out of her?
You've served your purpose, Sheikah. Be gone!
Fine. But you had best treat Her Highness with respect, or I'll see to it that you spend the night in the dungeons.
Do not presume to threaten me, Sheikah. A night of darkness and solitude would be nothing but comfort for me.
Ow, the edge. Is that so? Then perhaps we should fill the dungeons with lit candles for the occasion.
Yes, Queen.
Get out of here. They're glaring daggers at each other. This doesn't end soon. We're all in trouble.
Order! Order! I'm sure we'll treat the princess with the utmost respect. You may step down, detective.
Tacit, it's from the people who made the newer Super Mario Brothers mods.
This case has already made me weary with all the pointless jabber. The time is ripe to deal a final blow. I call Her Highness, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, to the stand.
Meep. This is what it looks like to me. Just meep.
You want me to do Zelda since you're
Yes,
doing
please.
Ganon and Mallet?
Xanon.
Is something the matter? Why is everyone quiet all of a sudden?
More British, please.
Okay.
Oh, Your Highness. I believe we're all just a bit uncertain on how to proceed. It is quite the honor to have such an esteemed guest in these halls. Bah! In the face of the law, the princess is no different from a peasant.
In a monarchy, that is not true. That is extremely not true, dude. I think you don't know how the law works.
Name and occupation, now.
Prosecution will behave. I will not have any derogatory statements directed at the princess.
Derogatory? I simply wish not to waste any more time. We must employ proper procedure.
Oh, man. It is all right, Detective. I believe the prosecution does have a point. In the eyes of the law, we are all equals. On this stand, I am just another witness. I should not be getting any special treatment.
Very admirable, Your Highness. We can all rest easy knowing that Hyrule is destined to have such a wise monarch in its future. Yes, indeed.
I eagerly await the day when our next ruler takes the throne and reshapes the kingdom in their image.
You flatter me, prosecutor. Now then, I believe I was asked for my name and occupation. I am Zelda, current princess of Hyrule, and heir apparent to the throne.
You may have heard of me.
Marvelous, Your Highness. Before we begin, I would just like to know, why were you at Lon Lon Ranch to witness this terrible incident?
It is simple, really. Lon Lon Ranch is Hyrule Castle Town's biggest food supplier. Not only that, but the ranch also equips Hyrule's royal guard with the finest of horses. Every year, the royal family makes a visit as a gesture of goodwill and to ensure the quality of the steeds.
Gesture and goodwill just blended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know your horses were used by the royal guard.
Yep. We work hard every year to make sure they're in the best possible condition. Father loved to boast about it to the other ranch owners. There are other ranches.
Knowing Talon, I'm sure he did.
How unfortunate that the ranch may no longer meet the Crown's high standards under new management. The royal family has a backup, I trust.
We are looking for one. Naturally, those standards are quite high.
Yes, of course. Now then, please describe what you saw on the day of the incident.
Very well.
This pose makes me giggle
Here
for
I go.
some reason. I don't know why it's so funny to me. It's just the way he's just...
Ta-da!
Yeah, it's very like...
And if you look to your left, exits to the courtroom can be found on both exits. God, I fucking... What is it about doing this particular voice that is fucking me up so bad?
Yeah.
She's giving jazz hands.
That's it.
I arrived at Lon Lon Ranch a little after 8 a.m., accompanied by my loyal guards. I remember being surprised how quiet everything was. There was nobody there to welcome us. I could sense that something was wrong. I opened the door to the ranch house and went inside. The room was mostly empty. There was a table with some kind of crystal bottle on top of it. But in front of the
Whoa.
table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. The defendant hacked at the ranch owner's chest with the saw she was holding. I was overcome with fear, and I screamed. I will never forget what I saw that day. I heard that Talon and his daughter were incredibly kind. I cannot believe she would commit such horrible violence. Yeah!
Perfect.
Oh my! You saw the very moment the victim was killed?
There you go! Decisive testimony. And there is no need to doubt the princess's statement. I call for the judge to make a ruling right away.
Hey now, hold on! I didn't get to cross-examine the witness yet.
You have it, fool, because there is no need. Did you not hear one word of what I just said?
Didn't you just say we should follow all the procedures and treat the princess like any other witness? This is the defense's right!
You complete!
I believe the defense has a point. They do have the right to perform cross-examinations, no matter who is testifying.
I'm glad you're sticking with cross-examination.
I've been doing that bit for years. It's every time. Every Phoenix Wright game.
I was quite looking forward to this part myself. I've only ever read about court proceedings in the Royal Library.
Ugh.
That being said, I will not tolerate any reckless accusations towards the princess. Is that clear?
Naturally, Your Honor. How am I going to cross-examine the princess? This isn't going to end well.
Let's get into the prosecutor. That seemed like a rather intense outburst.
Well, I do have a guess.
Oh?
Because of the princess's status, it's possible that Dragmire didn't have an opportunity to discuss her testimony with. That might mean that this testimony is a surprise even to him. This could be my chance.
Before we begin, there's just one thing that caught my attention. I believe the princess mentioned seeing some kind of glass bottle at the scene.
Sorry, him pulling shit out is really funny looking.
Yeah.
And also the little sway we got going on here. That would be this, I presume.
Looking for this, Mr. Rudge?
Hey, big boys.
Hey. Why, yes, that is exactly it. What is that?
Oh, this is the bottle of perfume that Father intended to gift Her Highness when she arrived. He quickly rode out of town to get it at the last moment. We didn't know that the princess was coming instead of the king only until 2 hours before the visitation.
Oh, how thoughtful. He really did not need to bother himself so.
As fascinating as all this is, the prosecution doesn't believe it's relevant to the case.
It's good to have a full picture of the crime scene. The defense requests the bottle be accepted into evidence.
Ah! Desperate to latch on to every little thing, are you? Whatever. You can add it to the evidence if it'll make you happy. No skin off of my teeth.
Their teeth have skin?
Huh?
Is that the case? The court accepts this bottle of the evidence.
Just like,
Yeah.
just like peeling a fucking layer of skin off your teeth like a sunburn. Ugh.
Now then, defense, begin your cross-examination.
I love her model here. Like, it's such a cute design for like a
Yeah.
like older Zelda. It's like modified from the original.
Guess you're gonna start pressing willy-nilly.
If these guards were with Her Highness, why were they not called as witnesses?
We did question the guards, naturally. Apparently, they didn't get to see anything relevant.
I was the only one to enter the crime scene. After seeing what was inside, I stood guard and insisted that no one be allowed inside until the Sheikah force arrived. I had read that preserving the scene is vital.
Quite correct.
I'm sure the guards were absolutely thrilled with this order.
Please proceed, witness.
I remember being... Oh, right.
Wow, this worked for a second.
Yeah. Have you conducted these royal visitations in the past, Your Highness? Ah, no. This was my first one. Up until last year, my father was always the one to visit London Ranch. However, he decided I had to start preparing for all the royal duties that await me, and so I was to do it this time.
I had to prepare for all the royal duties. I don't feel like going to the farm. Send the girl. You will doubtlessly perform admirably as ruler when the time comes.
What happened when you got to the ranch house? And? What then?
Stop interrupting and let her get to the point.
Defense, I believe I was clear about not badgering the witness.
Drat. I need to calm down.
No, we don't have a health bar. We don't have hearts or anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah. You paid attention to something like that after seeing a murder princess? Well, I spent a rather long time in there waiting for the Sheikah force to arrive. Plus, that bottle is quite beautiful. It just stood out. This fucking...
That was pretty good.
This is a Maya Fey, like the thing that she does. You were there at the exact time of the murder, Your Highness? That is correct.
That's impossible! You're lying!
The defense will curb her outburst. You're addressing royalty.
This is really bad. What now?
Oh shit.
Ask about what was outside. Are you sure there wasn't anyone else at the ranch, Your Highness?
No, the place looked empty. Although I did later see a worker pull up a loaded wagon when a courier came asking about milk shipments. He caused a little bit of a scene when the Sheikah force started inspecting it. That worker must have been somewhere else on the ranch, I suppose.
The ranch is pretty large. Said worker was inside a building on the other side. It's quite understandable she wouldn't have seen him until later.
Drat, this really doesn't give me a whole lot to work with. Can I ask something else? Let's go to the crime scene. Where were the victim and the defendant at this time?
The ranch owner was in front of a little table that is directly across from the entrance door. The defendant was right in front of him and quickly fainted after her attack. A large pool of blood started forming where the victim was. I had a rather good view of the whole scene.
Right.
It is unfortunate as it is fortunate that you could have seen the whole thing in such detail. Now, please continue.
Oh, that's enough. I'm not gonna accuse her of the crime.
Not yet, anyway.
Are you sure you got a good look then, Your Highness? You didn't look away in panic?
The princess was very brave to take control of the situation the way she did. There is no need to doubt what she saw.
Yes, I suppose what she did was admirable.
If only we had arrived earlier.
Your Highness, don't blame yourself for this. If you arrived earlier, you could have been the one that got attacked.
Ah! So you would have lashed out at anyone trying to stop you, huh? Despicable.
That's not what she meant and you know it. Princess, please go on.
Very well.
Trust your heart, Your Highness. You know Malin didn't do this.
What nonsense! Her heart? What do her organs have to do with anything? Oh, of course. Evidence and testimony be damned. Just because we feel like the defendant must be innocent. Oh, well, if you're sure, then I declare... Have you gone senile, old man? It was a joke, much like the arguments the defense has been presenting.
That was a really funny
That was very
Ganon
good.
reaction.
I can't believe the princess would lie like this.
Yeah, it really is shocking.
You don't believe her, right? Even if she's the princess, that means nothing. I'd do it.
To trust authority or your best friend? I'll need something very concrete to disprove what the princess is saying. Okay.
You got it?
No.
Because she saw it, right? The way she's describing it. Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
She didn't have time to clean the blade? Is that what they're
Yeah,
driving at?
that might be it, yeah. Yeah, that's true. They probably couldn't wipe off the blade while the princess was watching. It's not entirely out of the question. There's something much more damning in this testimony. Shouldn't play all my cards this early.
They stop you.
Interesting.
Because they're not a punishment system, so... No, I'm not gonna need my badge yet. Bro, smart Ingo is where the president goes.
Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely like you didn't actually see this.
Anyone in chat has a guess. Like, I don't think there's a guide or anything. I can't really help that way.
Yeah, okay, so they know what we're thinking here.
At least they anticipate that. Something more damning. Alright, let me see the court record again.
Okay.
Wait, go to the weird bottle. No, that's fine. I guess, right? She just saw it.
So let's look at the...
27! 59!
Wait!
She's supposed to be 14?
I guess they really played around with everybody's, like, ages and stuff.
Man, I thought the Zelda sprite presented as much older, or at least closer to Malin's age.
Because, like, I thought in the game, Malin, Zelda, and Link were all around the same age.
That's what I thought.
Zelda is half of Malin's age? That's nuts. Oh wait, a little after 8 a.m.
Nailed it.
Always the time. Your Honor, Your Highness, I believe I found something that doesn't quite match up with the facts.
How dare you question the princess? This is... You will let the defense speak, prosecutor.
I think I see why he so desperately wanted to prevent this cross-examination now. Your Highness, you stated that you arrived at the ranch shortly after 8 a.m., correct? Yes, the visit was scheduled for 8:30 exactly, but we were just quite a bit early.
How dare you?
I see. That makes something you mentioned quite impossible. As stated by the autopsy report, the victim definitely died before 8 a.m. You couldn't have seen the defendant attack the ranch owner when you arrived, because the victim was already dead by then.
Order, order!
Yes! You really caught her in a lie!
Your Highness, what is the meaning of this? While I wholeheartedly respect and serve the crown, I will never, nonetheless, not tolerate lies in my court.
Oh yeah, like try
Yeah. I have not lied. I suppose I did not see the exact moment it happened. I guess I only thought I did. Princess, this is a matter of life and death. I definitely saw the defendant there, though, along with the body. There is no one else who could have done it. I remember all of the other details correctly. The body's on the floor, the pool of blood. You have to believe me.
Perhaps it will be best that the Highness revises her testimony.
Ah, that's not good. There's still not enough doubt to overturn this testimony. I'll have to find something else or this case will be over. Okay, so they wanted us to do it in this order.
I actually saw such a Phoenix Wright line.
I am sorry for embellishing the truth a little bit. I did not see the actual moment of the attack, but it had to have happened shortly before I went to the ranch house. Miss Marlin and her father were the only ones at the scene of the crime, so she must be the culprit.
I see. You only saw the aftermath of the scene, not the actual crime being committed. Very well. Hopefully there are no issues in your testimony this time. Defense, it is time for your cross-examination.
Naturally, Your Honor. Ragmeyer still looks pretty angry.
Yeah.
I bet he didn't expect such a blatant contradiction to pop up. Looks like he's gonna eat somebody. If I could just find another one like that, the princess's testimony would become completely untrustworthy in the eyes of the judge.
Are you sure you're sorry?
Why did you do that, Your Honor, Your Highness? There's a life on the line here.
I really am sorry. I suppose I just got a bit too excited about being a witness in an actual murder trial.
Really now? Most people hate testifying.
Yes, well, the life of princess is rather boring, you know. This is quite the break from the routine for me.
Should just get a hobby then. This is the hobby.
Yeah, it's true.
She just shows up being.
I saw that, and I saw that too.
In that case, it can't be conclusively proven the defendant did it.
Defense. Did you exhaust your singular brain cell on the last contradiction you found? There's a death mountain's worth of evidence pointing to the defendant. Just because no one saw the actual moment of the crime doesn't mean anyone else could have done it.
I think you're making a death mountain out of a death molehill. That's good. How can you be so sure of that, Princess?
Well, when I entered the ranch house, the victim still had the murder weapon embedded into his body.
What?
I love shot cannon so much.
It's obvious what that means, is it not? The killer did not have even enough time for the weapon. The killer did not even have enough time to try to hide the weapon. Yes, I might not have seen the murder firsthand, but I must have been very close to doing so.
Oh my! This seems like a very important detail. I think it would be advisable for Her Highness to amend her testimony.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Interesting.
Here's the big one! It feels like I got a sword coming through my body.
What do you think his thing on his head looks like right now? I've been trying to decide. It's very Metroid coded to me.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's some kind of rejuvenation chamber for a little guy. The pod will open up.
Thinking about it, I might just know why. I'll just keep pressing because
You might as well.
I'm enjoying all the
And there's no
dialogue.
punishment.
That doesn't necessarily mean that my client was the one to do it, though. What if someone else snuck in before Malin and the princess arrived?
Well, I suppose.
Lon Lon Ranch is surrounded by high walls, and the only way in is through a self-locking gate. Not many people have a key to the gate, just the personnel and the crown.
Well, someone could have forced their way in.
Blah. If you wish to propose such a possibility, you must substantiate it with evidence.
Oh shit, we do got hearts! They just showed up!
Do you have any proof that another person showed up at the ranch house before the princess?
Do I?
Well, he left and came back. Allegedly, but...
I don't have anything of the sort. Must be another angle I can attack this from.
Very well, witness. Since the defense has wisely chosen to stay silent, please continue your testimony.
Are you sure Malin was the only person there other than the victim? From what I recall, there's an upstairs room at the ranch house. What if someone was hiding there?
Don't be stupid, defense. If someone was hiding up there, the Sheikah force would have found them.
I stood guard at the door the entire time. No one could have left.
What if they jumped out a window?
Do not be ridiculous. Those windows are very high up.
Actually, those windows can't even be open. They'd have to break one to leave. It's just one solid texture.
Right. Well, this is a little more plausible than the last testimony she gave.
Yes, I suppose it matches the detective's account, doesn't it?
Well, I feel like something here sticks out like a sore thumb. Alright.
Yeah. They can go either way.
I believe I found another witness reason to doubt the witness's words. It seems the prosecution sees what I'm getting at here. There was a bloody cloth discovered at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has argued before that it was used to wipe the saw clean. If the princess saw the saw lodged into Talon's body and the crime scene was left intact, then it couldn't have been wiped. Well, Prosecutor Dragmeyer, care to explain?
This is most perplexing. Your Highness, are you sure that's what you saw?
Well, maybe the princess decided to pull the saw out in a valiant yet futile attempt to save the victim.
And then wiped the blade clean?
That would have been almost like framing the defendant.
Of course I did no such thing. I made sure the crime scene stayed intact. I guess I must have made up the memory about the saw sticking out of Mr. Talon as well.
You idiotic girl! Do you even realize what you've done through your bumbling?
I am sorry. I was just so excited to stand as a witness in court just this once. Whenever I tried telling my father about anything, he always seemed so disinterested. Just this once, I wanted to feel listened to. Defendant, it is clear that she did it. I just wanted to play a larger part in her capture. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you all.
I didn't think Princess Zelda was going to be our lot of heart.
Yeah, for real.
Your Highness, court is no place for silly games. As it stands, I'm afraid we will have to strike your statements from the court record completely.
Yes! I did it! The prosecution lost their key witness!
No, please wait. I have more to say. I was wrong about the crime scene, but I still have not testified about what I saw afterwards. So that time I was telling my dad about this dream where a crab was always following me around.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why would we care about that? It is best that you leave and stop damaging my case with your idiotic scene.
Even if you are not interested in my word, you might be interested in the evidence I found.
What?
Huh?
Evidence?
Yeah!
Of course. While the Sheikah force investigated inside the ranch house, I looked around the rest of the ranch on my own.
Fuck your father, fuck your father, fuck your father. Sheikah, did you know about this?
Of course I did. You did?
I love him hunched over from that angle.
I'll have your head for this.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this, detective? Why have you withheld this from the court?
It's quite simple. The princess specifically requested to restrict her finding on her own.
What? And you agreed to this? This court is not some playground where children decide when evidence should be presented just because they have a crowd.
Being rude about it, but can't help but agree with Dragmire on this one. Also, I don't really buy this story. There's no way Impa would have allowed this. Believe me, I wasn't thrilled with the request either. However, after seeing the evidence in question, I didn't think it would be at all important to the case. Thus, I let the princess have her fun.
This is highly irregular. I'm not sure how to feel about this. Bad? Yeah, bad. Prosecutor?
Naturally, I object to this nonsense. If the detective thinks it's irrelevant, then this is probably just a waste of time. All the evidence points to the defendant. It's still clear she did it even without a witness at the crime scene.
I see. Defense?
What do we do?
If we object to presenting the evidence, then Dragmire loses his key witness. Plus, whatever the princess possessed could be bad for our case, too.
So, should we agree with the prosecution?
Well, on the other hand, don't really have much to go on. This could be our only lead left.
Well, don't keep us waiting. Surely you won't throw away all the progress you've made thus far.
I do. Request the evidence.
Oh, of course. Phoenix Wright rules.
I really hope this is the right choice. The defense requests that the evidence be presented.
What?
While I agree that the situation is irregular, we should still examine all evidence available. It would be silly to dismiss it as irrelevant without even seeing what it is.
I do believe you have a point, defense. However, I must warn you, in order to admit this piece of evidence into the court record, Prince's statements that she found it must be admitted as the testimony along with everything else she might say.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm well aware. The defense wishes to give the princess just one more chance.
Of all the idiotic...
Order! Very well then. Your Highness, please testify once more about the new piece of evidence that you found during your investigation.
Thank you.
It's right here.
I will not let you down this time. I promise.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Princess should understand the gravity of the situation
Say
at
yes.
hand now. Literally the Triforce.
This piece of art.
An identical saw, but this one has blood on it. I don't know. Maybe something that'll be in this list.
A chicken.
A chicken.
Cow nose rings.
Let's see if there's a. Just hope this new evidence isn't damaging to our case.
I wish to express my most heartfelt apologies for my mistakes in the... Upon entering the ranch house, I saw the defendant passed out in front of the victim who was bleeding out. I stood guard at the entrance to the ranch house until the Sheikah force arrived. Once the Sheikah started investigating the crime scene, I decided to take a look around the ranch. While I was walking near the silo, I noticed a strong odor in the air. I had to stop to see where it was coming from. I followed the scent and found a burned-out fire nearby and a small, nearly empty bottle of lamp oil. I, of course, took the bottle straight to the head detective. And here it is, the oil bottle I found. Is something wrong?
Oh no, this might actually be completely irrelevant.
Yes, well,
Of course there is, foolish girl. This has nothing to do with anything. Your great finding is some random fire on a ranch? Please. What next? Are you going to declare every rake on the premises suspicious?
Well,
Forgot, the prosecution will calm down.
This is bad. Your Honor, despite the fact that this evidence might not seem to add anything at the moment, the defense still asserts its rights to a cross-examination. Straws have been grasped.
Why must you insist on the charade defense? The princess has merely recounted the same view of the crime scene as the head detective. You haven't been able to find any contradictions in her statements.
I believe there might be a way to tie the princess's new evidence into the case.
Ridiculous.
Regardless of what the prosecution thinks, the defense does have a right to a cross-examination. The court admits the oil bottle in the evidence. I just really hope this isn't a complete waste of time, defense. For both your own sake and your clients.
Right? I think they're using the Wind Waker font for all the Hylian text.
Okay, I can see that.
It looks a little different from what I remember from Ocarina of Time. Okay. Oil bottle found near a burned out fire. Has a tiny bit of oil. Is oil in here? No, it is not.
It's not.
But a saw is. One wood saw.
Okay.
Might not actually.
Not yet.
There's no need to press the princess on her apology. You've already wasted the chance to throw out her testimony.
Yes, defense. Please get to the point.
Yikes!
Yikes.
Was there anything else in the room?
only the beautiful little crystal bottle I mentioned before. The house was rather barren.
Most of our things are on the top floor since the downstairs room is mostly used for ranch business these days.
And the occasional game.
Ah, of course! Dad's famous Cuckoo game.
Good old days.
Is the defense done reminiscing? There'll be plenty of time to do that when the defendant's behind bars.
I was just trying to distract myself from the fact that there's nothing to latch onto here. Did anything happen during that time?
No, not that I recall. The guards did occasionally protest and asked me to let them take over, but I held my stance.
While commendable in theory, staying in the same room as a dangerous killer isn't very wise. What if she woke up and lashed out at you?
Sweet highly up above.
That thought did not occur to me.
Of course not, foolish girl.
But the guards did stand close by. I would have been safe.
Wonderful to see how much faith our princess has in her royal guard.
Yes, of course I do. In any case,
You didn't just go home?
the royal visitation was supposed to last a lot longer. Father was not expecting us back at the castle until much later. I came to the ranch to examine the horses, so I supposed I could at least do that in the meantime.
How long did it take the Sheikah to arrive at the scene?
It does not take very long to make the trip from Rival Castletown to London Ranch. I cannot imagine it was more than 20 minutes.
That is pretty fast. I can't imagine the fact that the princess was involved helped speed it up.
Slowpokes! I would have been there in half that time, running backwards even! I suppose it's no surprise, though. Hylian horses are naturally inferior to our fine Gerudo steeds.
The Gerudo buy horses from us to...
No, just don't bother. He's trying to rally you up.
That was the silliest.
Yeah. What was the smell like?
Oh, it was awful. A really terrible stench.
Surely you don't mean to say that you found the smell of horse manure suspicious.
Do not be ridiculous. The smell was not coming from the horses.
A fire, huh?
Now, let me remind you, Defense, that there's any number of reasons why a fire could have been there. You could still feel the cold grass of death early in the morn.
Princess, how long would you estimate the fire had been out before you found it?
Ah, right. There was still smoke rising out of the ashes, so it must have been put out recently.
So around the time of the crime.
So, someone prepared their breakfast there. I repeat, this fire's irrelevant.
I think he's realized the same thing I did. Well, who was it? Who could have lit that fire anyway?
It would have to been the ranch worker who was putting the milk shipments together at the time. It was almost certainly him. If you really want to ask about his little barbecue, you might just get your wish soon.
Doesn't sound like it was very appetizing. But without anything concrete to pin on him, he'll just be able to brush it off. Right, and she allowed you to present it.
Well, I was the one to find it, and since I was going to the trial anyway...
Utter ridiculousness.
Yes. Please make sure this is the last time you do something like this, Your Highness. Proper procedures exist for a reason.
Yes, I understand.
Defense, I believe that is enough. It doesn't seem like you're getting any closer to finding a connection between the fire and the crime at all.
Ugh. No, I suppose not, Your Honor.
Naturally. As I said, this was a waste of time from the beginning, and I have a golf game to get to. I booked 18 holes in the Lost Woods. Do you know how long that takes?
It's like, what are you in a hurry for, buddy?
Yeah.
In that case, this cross-examination is over. Thank you for your time, Your Highness. I assume you have no more relevant revelations to share with us.
No, I do not. I really thought the fire would be important.
Leave my sight.
Enough!
Your Highness, if you'd allow me to escort you back to Hyrule Castle. Very
It's a
well.
castle, it's about this big. Alright.
Now that the princess's little game is over, we should move this along. The prosecution's stance is still the same, of course. We maintain that the evidence on its own is enough to convict the defendant.
I do believe I'm nearly ready to hand down my verdict.
But Your Honor, there's nothing that definitively shows that Malin committed the crime. This is all circumstantial. There's no way she could kill her own father.
That is an excellent point, Defense. Prosecution has yet to elaborate on the defendant's motive. Patricide is not something a person commits lightly.
I did briefly touch on the subject during my opening statement. But naturally, The prosecution is fully prepared to elaborate on the matter. I would like to call in my third witness.
This has to be that ranch worker.
Before calling him in, the prosecution requests a brief recess to prepare.
I thought you said you were already prepared. He wants to double check that his new witness won't pull anything weird like the princess did.
Very well. I do believe a break would benefit us all. The court will reconvene after a 15-minute recess. Court is adjourned.
End of chapter 1.
I need to pee.
That's fine. Go ahead, P. I'll just watch, Malin wobble.
Yeah.
How you doing, chat? What's up with you? Are you okay? you were mimicking her and you just ran into the couch?
Yeah, I was like...
That was a very ditz move.
Go piss, Kirk.
Oh my gosh. Long day. How you doing, chat? What's up with you? You're looking good. All there in your different colors. We had a weird experience. We were trying to play an old Warhammer game, Vermintide, and it was working for me, and it was working for my buddy Dave. But Charles, it kept crashing, and he even deleted it and re-downloaded it, and it still would crash on him and like brick his Xbox, so he had to unplug it. Never seen anything like that in all the years we've been playing games online. So unpacking it, oh my god, I have so much shit. Yard sale. I don't think I'm not going up in the for the Kaiser's Orchestra concert in October. It's day after Christelle's birthday, but our New York trip's got to happen at some point. We'll figure it out. This year, I'm still catching up with PTO from last year with 3 months in the Philippines and then being off to take care of her. So my PTO and all that doesn't get back to normal until then. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd love that. I'll let you know. Definitely next year we're gonna do a bunch of trips. Like her QVC job, which she's at right now. She only works like 4 days a week, so it does open up easy trip possibilities. And like after the concert, she's got like 4 days off in a row. It's great. Oh, we live here indefinitely, so yeah, exactly. I do like going up there in the fall or spring. Those are definitely the best times to see New York City. That April-May window is it looks very nice right now. We'll see. It's so beautiful in the fall. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, one of my favorite times was going before the first trip I took to the Philippines, like 4 years ago. And you and I sitting at Central Park just talking, the two of us. Like, that was an excellent trip, and that was early spring. That was like April, I think. But yeah, I hear you. Christelle is also, like, her understanding of New Jersey is really funny. She hasn't really been through it much. But sometimes we'll talk about New York, and then she'll talk about Atlantic City as if they're, like, next door to each other. I'm like, well, not exactly, you know? But she wants to go to Atlantic City to go to a couple of restaurants, so that's, like, also on the list of things to do. It's like she's made some Atlantic City plans, and she's made some, like, Las Vegas plans, but has, like, no interest in gambling. Which is fine, but Atlantic stays a lot closer to Philadelphia. That's what I try to explain to her. Like, well, they're not quite there. There we go. That hits the vibe better.
Hello, I'm back. Ah, okay.
Here we are once again going down the French Canal.
Okay.
God, Lyoko, you are my best friend. God, Lyoko, make it to the end.
I love how you're just ad-libbing and you have no idea what the actual lyrics are.
No, not at all. It's not going all that well, is it?
No, I think that went about as well as it could have, actually, given the circumstances. We exposed the worst of the princess's testimony as untrue.
Ugh. I can't believe she just makes stuff up like that.
Yeah, that was surprising. Still, the issue is that we didn't manage to shake the core of the argument. If only there was anyone else in that house!
Impa?
Yeah. Detective, aren't you supposed to be escorting the princess back? The carriage is being prepared. I thought I'd drop by in the meantime. You've really managed to make Dragmire furious, you know. I have? If you listen carefully, you just might be able to hear him ranting over in the prosecutor's lobby. Ah! He's really giving his upcoming witness a grilling. Upcoming Willis a grinning is
That's
where
what I thought.
Expect him to try to shut you down as fast as he can.
Oh, so after you guys left, we watched 1991, Defending Your Life.
Yeah.
Best part of the movie is Rip Torn. He's
Yes.
fantastic, right?
Yes.
Angie and I were talking about it afterwards, and she's like, yeah, he's so good in this movie, but he's doing the exact same character as he does in the Will Smith Men movie. And I was like, that's an excellent way to say Men in Black. The Will Smith Men movie. Just kind of gave me a giggle.
You know the movie with Will Smith that has men in it? He's a man. He's one of the men in the movie about men.
The Will Smith Men movie.
Well, that would be worrying if I had anything you could shut down in the first place, I guess. Oh, but you do. What do you mean? Oh, come on now. I'm talking about the princess's grand discovery, of course. The fire? I wasn't able to do anything with that. Really think it's relevant? Don't get me wrong. At present, I am convinced the girl did it.
I'm standing right here.
Yes, I am also standing right here, and I have a knife. We investigated and came to this conclusion for a reason. But I am willing to explore every possibility. That fire is definitely a bit strange, and I dare say it may be your only way out of this. If I may be so bold, I think you should press the next witness on that topic. Hard. I definitely typed men.
And my phone autocorrected.
That's what happened to me. I got
Looked down at your phone, autocorrected. Well, here we go. Oh.
Speaking of which, I need to ask Jen to get me my medicine. I forgot to get them. As the only other person working on the ranch at the time, he's the only one who could have lit that fire. If he's hiding something, I think the court deserves to know. Thing is, the next testimony is about the motive.
Well, it looks like she's trying to read the text as it's scrolling on the screen.
That's all backwards from here. I don't understand. It's going to be difficult to bring out the fire again without Dragmire objecting. You'll We'll have to make it work. Just I don't like it. She's right. There really isn't a whole lot else to go on here. To use ever once, go look more like. Well, thank you. Don't mention it. One last thing. You, Ranch Girl.
Me?
But I'm Ranch Girl! Try not to hold that testimony against the princess. Believe me, I'm sure she was acting with the best of intentions in mind.
What does that even mean? I can't vote for someone else. Like, don't hold it against her. In what regard? No, we don't want the castle's business anymore.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Don't think too lowly of your absolute monarch.
I know, right? I'm just saying. You know, the roads...
Help, we're being repressed. Oh, I didn't vote for you.
Exactly my point.
Some watery tart threw some triangles at you, now you're in charge of the whole kingdom of Hyrule.
Oh, that's fun.
You know, the road to the Dark Realm is paved with those, right?
Perhaps.
I like I'm so over this shit face.
It was definitely a serious lapse of judgment, one she will live to regret. Part of this comes from the fact that she's rather sheltered and inexperienced. After the sudden death of her older sister last year, she was thrust into the role of an heir very suddenly. Okay! That's right, the mysterious death of the first form Princess Zelda. Hyrule still grieves after the events of that day. Yet, no one knows what exactly happened.
Fuck.
In the void of information, conspiracy theories run amok, people blaming the Royal Guard, the Sheikah, and even the king himself. So there was a Zelda the older and a Zelda the younger?
I guess so.
The princess will soon have a whole kingdom's worth of troubles on her shoulders. For a kingdom with a history as turbulent as ours, it's a lot to handle. Princess's conduct today probably won't help distrust some people out of the crown right now, though. She is wise beyond her years. She will learn, and she will be better. I simply ask that you don't think of her as an enemy, whatever comes of this trial. She does not need more than she already has. Wow, she's so intense. Never expected to see Impa get so emotional. I guess all this is why she decided to take the blame for the princess's impromptu investigation.
Her like corset thing just looks like a barrel.
Yeah.
Detective Impa!
Oh.
I also like her cloak trench coat
Yeah,
thing.
that's cool.
Huh? What is it, soldier? I am quite busy at the moment, so please be quick.
The investigation team back at the ranch has just had word of a new development. Something about a milk shipment being returned to the ranch because of a wrong recipient address. They're asking you to come over and see it.
Oh, those idiots. I don't have time for this! Send someone else! I have to escort the princess to the castle.
Roger.
Rip.
That did remind me, though. I took this bottle of milk from a couple of guards who were slacking on the job earlier. Here, ranch girl. Perhaps it'll help calm your nerves somewhat. Not to worry, it's still unopened.
Oh, warm milk. My favorite. Thank you.
That's nice of her. Too bad for those guards, though. Now then, I believe the princess's carriage should be prepared by now. If you'll excuse me.
Yep.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's very...
I think I'm so nervous right now. Milk has just lost its flavor.
Huh? Yeah? Lost its flavor.
What are you?
But Long Lawn milk is always so tasty. Are you sure it's just nerves? Let me try some. Ah, you're right. I assumed this would have come from one of yesterday's shipments.
Probably. With the investigation at the ranch, there wouldn't be any today, so... Maybe it just isn't fresh?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't really taste as if it's gone bad. Also, the guard said that one of yesterday's shipments was misaddressed, didn't he? This was all handled by Ingo, wasn't it? I think there's something odd going on. Better make some notes about this in the court record.
So Ingo kills him because he wants to start production on Deco nut milk and replace the cow milk. Sorry.
Defense! The court is about to reconvene.
He's trying to expand the market to, because all of the Gerudo are lactose intolerant. He's trying to expand the market.
Escort your client back to the courtroom at once.
I did kind of like Ganon commenting on Malon's hair, because there is a theory that her being a redhead means that, like, her mother was Gerudo. Like she's like mixed. The conclusion's approaching. Time to turn this situation around.
We got hearts.
Up there.
Court is back in session for the trial of Malon of Lon Ranch. I trust the prosecution's final witness is ready.
Naturally, I've personally seen that there is no foolishness this time around.
Hopefully his ears are intact.
As we discussed before the recess, having established the opportunity and means for the defendant to have committed the murder, only one matter remains. The matter of motive, or naturally, such a heinous crime couldn't be the result of mere happenstance. The prosecution believes that the defendant has a deep desire that pushed her to patricide. Our next witness can shed light on the matter.
Fascinating. Very well, please proceed.
The prosecution calls the ranch worker Ingo to the stand.
Ha! It's funny to see Mr. Ingo in such fancy clothes.
Oh?
Yeah, he almost always just wears his work dungarees. It's almost looking at a different person.
Well, I guess he wanted to dress up for court, and he wouldn't want to get this nice outfit dirty by working in it.
Quiet, defense. Witness, state your name and occupation.
What do we do for him?
Your Honor, great honorable prosecutor. My name is Ingo. I mind Lon Ranch.
What is that detail exactly?
I'm mostly there to work on the structures and equipment. The owner and his daughter are the ones who tend to the animals and take care of orders.
How long have you been working at the ranch?
It'll be several years at this point. There have been others who came and went, but I, Ingo, have persevered through all the hardships.
Sounds like he wants a medal for it.
He did want a medal. We gave him 4 so far. Well, he does get a bit pompous at times. Mr. Ingo is really a great help. He built the ranch's silo single-handedly.
Whoa, that's some dedication.
Very well. Given that you're clearly an important employee, you are privy to some inside information. Is that correct?
Yes, the ranch owner shared all the big plans with me. He trusted me implicitly. He used to say that we're like a big family.
His eyebrows are killing me.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
That sounds like a red flag that you're gonna be getting loads of unpaid overtime.
Evidently, not every member of your so-called family felt the same way, though, did they?
It hurts to do this, but I have no choice. Hear my story, honorable court of law.
That's so funny looking.
I love his...
Do the wave.
Just a couple days ago, the owner, Talon, partly signed the ranch over to his daughter Malon. Talon became a life tenant with Malin meant to inherit all the assets after his death. As long as Talon lived, Malin could not sell the ranch. It's simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership and leave the dingy ranch life behind. It's appalling how ungrateful she is after all Talon did for her. I love his freak out dance. It's so fun. Yeah, you know, you gotta have a little bit of that.
And there you have it. Testimony from a man who just lost everything. It's truly tragic to witness yet another family torn apart by greed. We have evidence. We have the defendant caught red-handed at the scene of the crime. And now we have a motive.
How do we know he's telling the truth?
I have, of course, verified the witness's testimony. As per the law, all inheritance documents must be filed at the Castletown Notary Office to be considered valid. I saw fit to prepare this for the trial. The prosecution would like to submit the Lon Lon Ranch inheritance document into the evidence.
Digital Mix Farm. Digirance is the champion. Milk the digital cows to drink the digital milk.
Mr. Eggo, why? What do you?
You should pass judgment now, Judge. The defense has nothing.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. There are a few more details I feel are relevant.
But of course, ask whatever you like. I, the hard-working Ingo, can handle it.
Kind of giving him sort of a carnival barker.
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, especially considering he's literally a carnival barker in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Good point.
One of the 3 Gorman brothers. Fucking love his wiggly mustache. It's so delightful.
It's really fun.
How long ago was this exactly?
3, 4 days? I'm not sure the exact date.
Had it been planned for a long time?
Talon was getting on in years. Better to take care of the matter sooner rather than later, eh?
Malin?
He is telling the truth. Father scheduled a visit to the notary office about a week ago.
What do you mean by partly, witness? So Malin hadn't become the ranch owner yet.
Of course not. Haven't you heard all the stories making rounds recently? So many ungrateful brats throwing their old folks into retirement homes the moment ownership's assigned to them. Talon was no fool. I myself convinced him it was the safer option. If the girl was up to some chicanery, he could always revert his decision.
That's horrible. I'd never do that.
Much as I'd like to believe that, you did much worse by killing him. Children these days, you feed them, you raise them, and they pull a stunt like this as soon as you give them an inch over yourself.
I got it. You're Wendy Oldbag. I get it.
I must concur. The younger generation is horrible.
The way they mapped the characters on to each other was... Oh, great. Why do you look at me while saying that?
Anyway, what that meant was...
Why would Malin want to sell the ranch right now?
Why wouldn't you want to? Why would a pretty little girl like her want to work on some dingy ranch? She'd have it much better if she sold the old place and used the money to move to Castletown.
That's not true. I love working with the animals. I wouldn't leave them for anything.
Wah! She's often slacking on the job while I, the hard-working Ingo, have to cover for her. Guess the Deku nut doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say. That Talon loved to sleep on the job, too.
Oh, I do recall quite a funny story about the Lon Lon Ranch owner blocking the side entrance to Hyrule Castle for an entire day once. The guards couldn't even wake him up. It took a particularly vocal Kugo, apparently.
Ah, jeez. Well, there you go. I am the real reason why the ranch has such renown. Me, the hard-working Ingo.
Link, that's not true at all.
No, I know, but how do I stop this? Do you really think Malon would go that far? I don't want to think it, but clearly the events speak for themselves, don't they? Why wouldn't she just wait a few more years then? Talon was getting older. Perhaps she knew more and more work would be piling onto her. But really, how am I supposed to know? Ask her! That's alright. Well, if Malon didn't want to work, wouldn't she have done this earlier? As Talon's only child, she'd still inherit the ranch. That's where you're wrong! For a long while, Talon planned to split the ranch between the girl and the crown. He was a patriotic man. He knew how much those horses meant to the royal guard. I wish he hadn't changed his mind now. Is this true?
Yes. Father's previous inheritance document did work that way.
How admirable. I guess familiar bonds won over his drive to help the kingdom. Truly a shame.
Yes, naturally, the girl wanted the whole thing, so she bided her time.
I think this sufficiently explains the timing. Let's continue, shall we?
Wait just a moment. There's one more problem with the timing that I'd like the witness to explain. Why would Malon have planned the murder for the day of the royal visitation specifically? More people around means more witnesses. You'd think she would have chosen any other day. Oh, did I forget to mention this? I overheard Talon arguing with her that very morning. He was telling her he'd changed his mind again. He was planning to tell the king that he'd be signing the ranch over to the crown. After the visitation was over, he'd head to Castletown to change the inheritance back to the original split. What?
Despite the victim's wishy-washiness, it would appear— that's a weird thing to do in that voice— it would appear he did make the right choice in the end. And because of that choice, if the defendant wanted to get the ranch, she had no time to waste that day.
Is that true?
Absolutely not! Father wasn't planning to do that. There was no argument either.
What to do about this argument then? That's not it. There was an argument about the inheritance. That sounds like an important fact to me. The defense requests it be added to the testimony.
Very well. Witness, please do so.
I'd be happy to, Your Honor. Sort of see. Just press that one more time, just cuz. About what time did this happen? First thing in the morning. I was heading out to the silo to start the day's work. I had just walked out the front door of the ranch house when I heard some yelling erupt behind me. Do you remember any specifics about what was said? Oh yes, it surprised me enough I stopped to listen for a minute. It was all like, I'm real sorry, Malon, but the most important thing is to make sure the king will always have a steady supply of quality horses. I don't care! What about me, Father? How can you do this to me? Malon, this isn't just about you. It's for the good of the entire kingdom. But what am I supposed to do? I can't move up in life if I'm stuck on this dump of a ranch forever. I thought you loved the ranch. All the animals are here, and Ingo's always around to help out with the chores, too. It's pretty great, isn't it? Yeah, Ingo's awesome, but I still hate you for this. This isn't over. I loved that.
That was really fun.
I gave you a really weird voice to try to do an impression of through him.
But you did a good job.
I will keep my thoughts on the witness's acting skills to myself.
There's no way this actually happened, though. Malin would never want to sell the ranch.
Pure art, yeah.
Well, of course she'd say that now, you buffoon. Remember, she's under suspicion for murder. We can't trust a thing she says.
Well, I trust her. The judge probably doesn't right now, and that's, unfortunately, what matters. If anything in the court record that could refute this story.
If you ask me, this whole inheritance issue could have been avoided if the crown wasn't so soft. In Gerudo Desert, there would be no question that the fortress may seize whatever it desires.
That's just messed up.
No matter, continue your testimony, farmhand. Share with us the true nature of the defendant.
You see that sand over there? We're taking it too.
Oh, you hold it! That man gave everything for her. She's gotten so many expensive presents over the years. Just look at that golden necklace she's wearing. That mine's spoiled or rotten. In fact, I think I saw another present he was meaning to give her on the very day he was killed.
Another gift?
Why, yes, a little bottle of perfume, I believe. It's horrible. Tyler was such a kind man. What happened to him is despicable.
Is that last statement important? Yeah. Your Honor, the defense wishes to add the statement about the perfume to the testimony.
Ugh. What are you doing? Trying to implicate the defendant even harder?
I think it's an important detail.
The perfume is irrelevant. But I suppose the prosecution has no objections to strengthening our case.
Very well, witness. Is that what you just said to your testimony?
I don't know if about mountain gifts. I saw the latest one. Some kind of perfume, I think.
Where did you see this?
I think it was just lying around the ranch house. Tyler probably intended to give it to Malin on the day he was killed.
Do you mean this witness?
Why, yes, that's exactly it. Looks very expensive. If only Tyler had spent on as much as his salary for me, the hard-working Ingo, I'd get up and leave to do work at the break of dawn every day, you know.
What's your relationship with this guy, anyway?
Well, he's been employed and living with us on the ranch for as long as I can remember, really. You know, I don't think he's ever skipped a day of work thinking about it.
Not a single one? Talk about dedication. And so, something's very much off here. Okay. So it's definitely this, because that was for the princess.
Yes.
Witness!
What is it?
Just to confirm, you say that this bottle of perfume was bought for Malin by her father, correct?
What else would it be for? I assure you, Talon wasn't the type to indulge in perfumes. Far from it.
Well, you're wrong, witness.
Oh, is that so? Was the ranch owner truly a perfume connoisseur?
No, Your Honor. This bottle of perfume was bought for the princess!
Uh-huh. Where's my music?
So what, defense? Sure, it's technically a contradiction, but what does the purpose of this bottle change?
Yes, defense, I admit I'm confused as well. Please explain why this point is important.
Earlier in the trial, Malin mentioned that Talon bought this perfume in preparation, last minute. Isn't that right, Malin?
It sure is. We had a gift for the king prepared when the news arrived that it would actually be the princess making this visitation. Father quickly rode out of the town to get a new gift.
This info puts one thing into question.
That's a weird way to say it, but yeah. How would he see the bottle? When would he have opportunity to see it in the house?
I think it's the princess's testimony.
Okay. There's one part that's a little weird.
Once again, Her Highness's testimony must be wrong.
The princess did mention seeing the perfume bottle in the ranch
Yeah,
house.
that's not what we were doing.
How does that contradict what the witness was saying at all?
It does it.
Defense, I will not have you turn in the princess into a scapegoat for every little problem that comes up.
I was wondering how they would do the effect of using this art.
Sorry. Even so, the fact that the perfume was brought at the last minute still causes a big problem. Someone's movements around the ranch are put into serious doubt.
Someone's? Well, don't keep us waiting then, Defense. Who is this person?
Judge.
Naturally, the person whose movements become suspect is... the witness himself. If you recall, this bottle of perfume, which had just been purchased, was found at the crime scene. The crime scene the witness supposedly never went to. He shouldn't have known about the bottle. Ah!
Look at them legs.
Yeah, it's so good.
Order! Order! The defense raises a very valid point.
You simpleton! What is the meaning of this?
Well, witness, did you go to the scene of the crime at any point? No, of course I didn't. I was working in the silo all day. I remember. I saw the gift the day before the crime. The girl's lying. Town must have gotten the gift the day before.
You're the one who's lying. Father didn't even leave the ranch at all that day.
One word against another's. Defense, you have any way to prove that your version of events is true?
Dun, 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 dun. Is there a receipt?
I don't think there was, no, but...
Well, it's not in the, it's not in their inventory.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think they would have
You got me.
It's one of these.
I know, like, they both work, so that's why I'm a little unsure of, like, why you wouldn't do one or the other.
Why don't we send a soldier to ask the store owner when the bottle was bought?
Do you know how many people visit that store? It's inconceivable that the owner would remember every random purchase. This isn't law and order.
Any other ideas, Defense?
Okay.
Alright, give me that one, that's fine. When you buy something, you usually get a receipt, and the receipt always shows the date of purchase. It might still be at the ranch house. I say we send someone out to look for it.
Father never throws the receipts away. We have a drawer full of them. The perfume should be right on top.
I believe this idea has some merit. Soldiers, rush out to the ranch house immediately and search for that receipt.
Woohoo!
Like, they didn't take a break. They just all stood there. Your Honor!
Yes? What is it, soldier?
We have just received the receipt from the team stationed at the crime scene.
Very well, thank you. I shall now read it out.
It's a lot riding on this.
From Tingle's Mysterious Smells. Ah, yes, I think I've seen that store. It's that eccentric looking place in the back alley.
You couldn't miss the blinding neon colors if you tried. It's an utter eyesore. The gall of this nobody running a monopoly on Hylian perfume is preposterous.
Why do you care so much?
There's a lot of women where he's from.
That's true. You know what? That's a very valid point.
He would probably have a lot of opinions on women's fashions and accessories.
That's true.
He's surrounded by a culture of women who make jewelry.
Do you think they wear a lot of perfume?
I don't know. They wear a lot of accessories. It
That's
kind of
true.
makes sense that they might.
All right.
Perhaps, back to the matter at hand.
The nerve of that dunderhead. Why would anyone ever shop at a store where the owner calls every other customer a fairy?
Prosecutor?
And the balloons! Oh, the balloons! That fool popped one right in my face!
I love that Ganondorf has a fucking vendetta against Tingle. That's great.
Prosecutor Dragmar, enough. Continuing on, purchase item, 1 bottle of Rosy Rupiland.
Okay. Cute.
Oh my, this is quite the price. Why, I would have to...
Your Honor, please, the date of purchase.
Oh yes, date of purchase. Why, it's March 16th, the day of the mortar.
There goes Crazy Legs.
Order, order.
You alright?
I'm thinking about a joke I want to make later.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, we got him.
Phew. I think we're finally getting somewhere.
It still doesn't mean anything. Perhaps the witness briefly went back to the ranch house for something and saw the bottle then.
Yes, that's it. I was getting thirsty, so I went back to get a drink. I must have seen the bottle then.
Oh, come on. You think we're gonna believe that?
Do you have any proof that he didn't?
Well,
I believe this calls for further testimony. As the witness now claims to have visited the crime scene shortly before the murder, we should learn of his exact moments that day.
Ah, my movements! Well, all right. Not a whole lot to say, though.
Fortunate that he managed to weasel out of that. But this next testimony will be full of lies. This is my chance.
My non-suspicious movements. That's why they call me Crazy Legs. As was already stated, I had volunteered to work in the silo. At one point, I briefly went back to the ranch house to get myself a glass of water. I went back to the silo right after that and stayed there till the courier came. I haven't been back to the ranch house at all since then. At some point, the detective came and told me what happened, and wow, was that detective one fine woman.
Wow. You press that one. I agree. She's very attractive.
See, I haven't done anything to warrant suspicion. Eat my shoes, you brat!
Click.
I don't have a screen cap right now.
Eat my shoes, you brat.
I'll pass. There has to be something wrong in there. You can't put a flawless story together that quickly. What were you doing?
Working on shipments and fulfilling orders. We send out crates of milk to milk bars all across the kingdom every day, you know.
Milk bars.
Naturally, everyone loves a good drink, you know. And our milk is renowned as the best there is. I hear some others water theirs down. It's just despicable.
I see. I think you said earlier that your job is to work on the structures and equipment, though.
Indeed, Talon and the girl would usually be the ones overseeing milk orders. However, since the royal visitation was happening that day, I felt they needed their minds unoccupied, so I took it upon myself to do it this time. After the murder, I got scared that the Sheikah forces investigation that would delay the shipment and that I, the Great Ingo, would get the blame. Thankfully, it all went through fine.
Yeah, and you were so concerned with sending it off quickly that you wrote the wrong delivery address on it.
Ugh, you Hylians, ridiculous. Getting tipsy from something like milk. Bet you could even handle a sip of Gerudo's noble pursuit, a real man's drink.
A real man's drink? Aren't most of the Gerudo women?
Native drinks. I believe the witness was talking about how he had got himself a glass of water.
Yes, of course. Moving all that heavy stuff works her up a sweat, you know. I got very thirsty.
Very thirsty.
I'm enjoying playing around with his voice. It's very fun to do. You didn't think to just take a sip of the milk you were handling?
No, it wouldn't be right. That milk was for the customers, you see. I just didn't want to get into any trouble.
A truly honest man. How dare you suggest he would steal from his own workplace?
Right. So, what did you see at the house?
Nothing much. I got my drink and left. Still had a lot of work to do, you see. I suppose I must have seen the perfume bottle then. In fact, yes. I remember it clearly now. It was there on the table, plain as day.
Right.
What happened after that, witness?
And you were able to complete this so quickly on your own?
You don't know the might of the Great Ingo. Hut, ha, pow, wham! I get things done in no time. I did almost break my back getting those crates out of the silo, though. There were so many, and all so heavy. It was like a puzzle in there. Anyway, that's not important. The point is...
Are you sure?
Sure as can be!
You never went back in, even after this crime was discovered.
They wouldn't let me in! Preserving the crime scene or some such. I couldn't even get any of my things. After I was questioned, no one gave me half a glance. I had to sleep in the stables that night. It was terrible.
Is what he just said important? Your Honor, I would like the witness to add his last statement to his testimony.
What? What are you trying to pull now?
Very well. Witness, please amend your statement.
Fine, whatever.
I mean, I gotta press when he's talking about Impa being hot.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have stayed in an inn?
What am I made of money? Think, boy. I'm just a simple ranch worker, you know. You lawyers always flaunting your wealth.
Right. Sorry. I'm actually
Aw.
sorry. I doubt one night would bankrupt this guy. Just look at what he's wearing. Could you elaborate?
She's a hard-working woman who gets to the point and takes what she wants. And not to mention her impeccable fashion sense. What's not to love?
That's not the part I wanted him to elaborate on.
Wow,
Really, that shocked face?
wow, he seems totally smitten with her.
Sure does. Wonder how Impa feels about it.
Perhaps when this chore of a trial is over, I could, but no, it will have to wait. You thought you could distract me, did you? The genius ranch worker Ingo, see through your schemes.
He's sticking to that story, huh?
Yeah, it was a desperate fix, but it holds up surprisingly well.
I can hardly believe this is the same Mr. Ingo I know. He's usually so nice.
Time to press for more details. He's sure to slip up somewhere. There has to be a piece of evidence or a profile waiting to disprove what he's saying.
Trying to throw the profile at me, huh?
Didn't get to sleep or access any of my belongings. I had to spend the night in the stable. Yeah, he's dressed up for court, so you ask about that.
Why is there?
Witness, there's something seriously wrong with your testimony. Well, what? What are you talking about? You say you couldn't get any of your belongings because they were all at the ranch house, correct? A ranch house you were not allowed to go in? And that's... right. Well, that would imply you should still be wearing your work clothes. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but those don't look like work clothes at all. Ah! There they go! There go my crazy legs!
The fence has a point. The witness appears pretty well dressed for court. I can't imagine he would want to sully those clothes during work.
Well, what do you have to say to that? Oh, of course. I can explain. It's simple. These are brand new, yeah. On my way to the courthouse, I went shopping for a nice new outfit. After all, I couldn't very well show up to court dressed like a bum.
Yes, defense. Certain people have a modicum of respect for the court and show up dressed appropriately.
What's that supposed to mean? This is my finest Zora suit.
Hey.
So you claim you bought these clothes after the crime, is that correct? Well, very much so. This morning, in fact. Why do I need to repeat myself? I accept that explanation? No. You buying those clothes today is simply impossible. What?
Oh, how can you claim so? Defense, as you know, evidence is everything in court. Either prove that the witness couldn't have brought these clothes today, or get out. Get out.
Excuse me?
I think it's this.
Really? How do you figure?
Well, someone has to receive it, right? Or wait, no, they were the soldiers at the ranch. They would have. Maybe? Photoshopped a little bowler hat on her. Am I wrong? Did I press the wrong thing? Did I fuck up?
Oh no. 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 How many drag harrows do they have?
Probably 10. I would say 10's a standard amount for a ranch of that. I have no fucking clue. Why would I know? Why would anybody know that? What is a drag harrow?
I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. I was reading what they have. I was like, drag harrow?
I'm sure it's a real thing, but I don't know what the fuck.
Chat, what's a drag harrow?
Okay, and this is on the 15th, so that's going to come relevant later. I think
Yeah, it seems like a stretch.
yeah.
I mean,
Gotta put something up there.
like, is the idea, like, because that seems redundant.
Because
like, even if you, like, presented, like...
did he have his wallet? Did he have everything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you, like, presented, like, I don't know, the guards or, Impa To be like, he couldn't have, but like that seems redundant to what we've already established. I'm lost.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what to do here. Okay, so he wants evidence. This is the only thing I can think of, so
Sure.
I'm just gonna throw that out there and I'll just lose a heart if I'm wrong. This proves you couldn't have bought the clothes.
I must admit, I don't see the connection here.
Because there is none. The defense is wasting our time as usual.
Ah! I needn't have worried! I need to rethink this.
Defense is evidence everything.
Okay, so we're just gonna do that.
Oh, we're stuck.
Okay.
Fuck. Did we just lose? Like, what do we do?
Alright. Witness couldn't have bought this clothes today. Today being like the 17th, I think.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he have bought the clothes today?
I know, right?
Either he didn't have the money.
How are we supposed to prove that with this evidence? There's nothing else to the right. It just loops at that point. Yeah. Childhood photo doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
These could be possibly relevant?
No, it can't. The fuck? I'm so stuck.
Oh no. Because he couldn't. So he said you couldn't get your stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was like, no, I just had enough money to buy these clothes today on my way to court. So we either didn't have enough time.
Or the ability to get to it.
Yeah.
Well, how do you prove that with anything?
I don't know. I don't.
That input to like imply that like he can't get his shit? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Oh man. I don't know. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
There is a walkthrough.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, if you go to their website, there is a spoiler-free walkthrough. Because, like, if this was something... I don't know. Fuck. Just gonna... No. Oh, wait.
What?
He's wearing those in this photo.
Oh, that's what they're driving at.
Got it.
Yeah, actually, I just found it too.
I would like to take the court's attention to this.
Oh, interesting. I like according to like the walkthrough, a little bit past.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting how they did it.
Why, this is one lovely photograph. Or
Look at
pictograph.
this pictograph.
Oh, it reminds me of the idyllic days of a...
What about this pictograph defense?
Well, just look at what Ingo's wearing. This photo is from Milan's childhood, but Ingo is very clearly wearing the same outfit he has on right now. He couldn't have bought it today. Ah!
Order! I will have order! Why, the defense is absolutely correct. I hope the witness has a good explanation for this.
There! I think we finally got him. There's no way you can weasel out this time. Oh, unless someone weasels out for him.
I prepared a weaseling. Isn't it obvious? Naturally, the witness knew he would need to wear his nice clothes for the royal visitation that was scheduled for that day. He brought them to the silo in advance so that he could quickly change just before the royal visitation's arrival.
Oh! 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 Yes, of course. I needed to be presentable after all. I can't look like a bum in front of the most important people in the kingdom. Wait a minute, this is insane. What kind of kangaroo court is this? The prosecution keeps making excuses up on the spot.
Hey, are there kangaroos in Hyrule?
Ingo was clearly lying about buying the clothes before the trial. He's definitely trying to hide something. Your Honor, surely you won't accept this blatant perjury.
The Oracle games?
Accepted, Judge. There can be no other explanation.
Prosecution's explanation does seem plausible.
What?
However, the fact that the witness didn't simply say it himself and instead made up a lie about buying the clothes is indeed very suspicious. Defense! Prosecution has posed that there is no other possible explanation for this contradiction. What is your opinion on the matter? Can the defense think of an alternative version of events?
This is big. I really need to think this through.
Whoa! I think we were gonna do like a Danganronpa game?
Ingo is acting really suspicious right now. He's desperately trying to patch up holes in his testimony to conceal his real movements. Why would he be doing that?
I guess that this is where you go for it.
It's Mont Milan. Ingo is the only other person who could have done this. I have to assume he did if I want to think Malin is innocent. With that in mind, why would Ingo change out of his work clothes?
Sorry, the fake jokes got me. There you buy Carol.
When Ingo killed Talon, his clothes must have gotten blood on them.
This is adorable.
He had to change into something else to hide his involvement.
Chad, I hope you're appreciating how silly this is.
But then, wouldn't the Sheikah Force have found the clothes in the house? How could they have disappeared?
Rain blast.
This is so extra, I love it.
It's really adorable. Yeah! Seeing that in front of the Triforce is so silly.
That's it! This explains everything! I think this is the way that it's done in, like, investigations too. The logic puzzles.
Okay.
I think there's something like that. I believe I can offer an alternative explanation.
Nonsense. Judge, the defense spent far too long sitting in silence just now. They clearly have nothing. I call for a quick ruling. 3, 2, 1, Judge!
Guilty person says what? And not only can I explain it, but in fact, the defense formally accuses the witness of the murder. No! Crazy legs are at it again. It's simple. The reason he had to swap his outfit and why he's been lying about the circumstances ever since is because it got stained with the victim's blood.
Preposterous! If there were any discarded bloody clothes nearby, the Sheikah Force would have found them, and we would be trying someone else for the murder right now.
Why, you are absolutely correct, prosecutor. Naturally, Ingo couldn't have left his bloody clothes lying around. And so he used this to dispose of them.
Oh, get out of here with your hearts.
Your Honor, cast your mind to the princess's last testimony.
The princess is, the mysterious fire.
Surely you just made made sure we all knew how meaningless her testimony was.
And yet, with this new context in mind, it gains a completely new meaning. An empty bottle of lamp oil, found by a burned-out fire. Ingo used this lamp oil to quickly burn away his stained work clothes. Well, how about it, witness? My scenario explains everything. You killed Talon and then tried to hide it. This is... No! Hold on! What drivel are you spouting here? Me? Kill Talon? Should I bring BLT to town, and if so, how many? I would like a BLT. Would you like one?
I would like it without the... Well, actually, no, I want to try your... Is it your guys' tomatoes?
Yeah, it's our tomatoes.
All right, I'll take it. I'll try it.
Yeah, they're really good tomatoes.
Also, you need your meds?
I do need my meds.
So can you add that to her order, please?
Thank you.
Just put it right in the sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like a dog.
BLTE. A belt.
Give her the belt.
You already know that's impossible.
Too busy for murder.
Everything you've said is wrong. I have no idea what you're on about. I have an alibi for the time of the crime. I just couldn't have done it. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments, killed Talon, and tried to hide my involvement. The fire was just made for a quick breakfast. There's no mystery there. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. I really love the voice I picked for him. It's so fun.
It's great.
Now, I shouldn't have to remind you, Defense, but you yourself were surprised that Ingo was able to complete the shipment in time. Adding even more things for him to do in that time is preposterous.
That's right. The great Ingo is efficient at his job, but not that efficient. No, it had to have been him. I'm sure of it. There must be some trick at play here. Some kind of shortcut. Must find it. Surely my scenario is more plausible at this point than these panicked attempts to fix your story.
What's more plausible isn't for you to decide, Defense. It's the judge that makes the final call, and as long as this alibi stands, I can't imagine him siding with you.
Yes, all the loose ends have been tied up before a decision, man. Witness, please continue.
Alright, fair enough. Could you explain what that alibi is again? Huh, with pleasure. At the time of the crime, I was busy preparing that day's shipments of milk. And that's hard work. I barely had enough time to get them done before the courier came to take them.
The shipments were inspected by the Sheikah force as they were leaving the ranch. And as our resident detectives told us, they were found to be fully loaded up with bottles of milk.
That's right. The Sheikah force itself has vouched for me. There's no way I could be the culprit. Oh, I disagree. There has to be a way. There must be. Would it really have taken that long to murder someone and burn some clothes?
It would have taken long enough to definitely make the scheme infeasible.
Completing these shipments is a rather involved process. You have to milk the cows, clean the bottles, pour the milk into them, put them in the crates, load them in the wagon. I I love working with the cows, but that part takes the longest because you only get a little at a time. So as Mr. Ingo said, the whole thing really does take a while. Father and I usually have to work together to get it done in time for the courier's arrival.
There you go, Defense. Your own client knows that this is the unshakable truth.
Okay, so there's no way he could complete the shipments and also do the killing. In that case, there had to be some way for him to finish the work faster. You just have to find it. So you had enough time for breakfast, but not enough to kill someone? Yes, of course.
Ganondorf!
The breakfast was cooking while I kept working. Then I just quickly gobbled it up. There's no issue there. In fact, yes, I remember it even burned a bit because I wasn't completely paying attention to it. That's why I had to go get that glass of water too, you see. Had to wash it down after. What a convenient little explanation. For all I know, he actually did cook up a breakfast on a fire of burning, blood-soaked clothes. Ew.
Continue, witness. We don't want to hear about your culinary adventures.
Of course, of course. That's the other DS game, Cooking Zelda. That's going to be coming out from this team very soon.
Better than Zelda!
Cooking Zelda, Hero of Law.
Yes.
Try to think of other like.
Ooh, Trauma Center.
Oh
That
yeah.
would be fun. Do surgeries. on
Cooking
these.
Zelda would have unironically rocked. Yes, it would have.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying, like, doing surgeries on the different like species in Hyrule.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
My port is just what I've been telling you this whole time. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. The only people who could have done it were the only people who could have done this were you and Malin. And I know Malin well enough to know she couldn't be the culprit. That leaves you as the perpetrator.
Yes, yes, by now we all know how much you value your friend. Let me remind you, though, that feelings don't matter at all here. Either show us solid evidence that puts Ingo's alibi into question, or concede defeat.
Is there any way he could have done the work faster?
I'm not sure. It would be nice if there was, though. I could sleep in a bit longer every day.
Yeah, you'd think he would have shared it with you if he knew of one. So what shortcut did you use, Ingo? Watered down the milk.
What do you think? Yeah, maybe. I don't think you're at risk of penalties, so go for it. But it does seem a little early.
Hello.
Thank you. Make sure I got the one without the pills. Okay, cool.
Ah, but did you, though? Did you really complete those shipments properly?
I didn't have to remind you that the Seeker Force checked the boxes thoroughly.
Oh, that's a tasty tomato. I usually don't like tomatoes. That's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
They were definitely full of milk bottles.
Oh, I'm sure it looked that way.
Why can't all BLTs taste like this?
You gotta get good tomatoes.
I know, like I said, I normally don't like tomatoes, but this is delicious.
Well, what are you getting at, Defense?
Here you go, Your Honor.
Oh, milk. For me?
Are you trying to bribe the jury now? Bribe the judge now? I didn't think you'd stoop so low. The Crown will be informed of this.
So is the prosecutor here supposed to actually be Ganondorf? Yes. It's like an alternate version of the timeline. Oh, it's nothing like that. All I'm asking is that His Honor try tasting the milk. Just one little sip.
This is highly irregular. But to be honest, I could use a drink. All this talking does make one's throat dry, you know.
Tell me about it, man.
You know.
I have no idea why I picked the 3 voices I picked. 2 of them I've never really done before on a stream, and it's a doozy.
Mm-hmm. You've probably talked the least out of anyone here, though.
Since the defense insists, I'll go ahead and take a sip. Is this what passes for milk these days? This almost tastes like water.
Water? I have to agree. This is definitely not standard milk. As we've heard from the Princess and the Detective, Lon Lon Ranch is renowned for the quality of its products. But there's no way people would say that about milk this lousy.
Whatever. As if the unwashed masses would know the difference between quality and garbage.
Hey, I wash my mass every day.
Where are you going with this defense?
It's simple, you see.
I know, right?
I received this bottle from Detective Impa, still unopened, during the first recess. As we know, there were no milk shipments today, so this must have come from one of Ingo's shipments from yesterday.
Ah!
It's true that Ingo couldn't have murdered Talent and also complete the shipments on its own. Unless he cheated. Ingo watered down the milk to get the shipments done in time.
Order, order. Yes, I suppose that would work.
Indeed, all he had to do was milk fewer of the cows. To save enough time without ruining the taste too much, I guess he used about a 50-50 split of water and milk. No! Talon!
Let me stop you right there. I will concede that something odd happened to that shipment. But all you have proven is that Ingo is a slacker.
How dare you!
Be quiet, you mongrel! Sure, Ingo watered down the milk. That doesn't make him a killer, though, does it?
Well, no. But now we do know that he definitely could have done it. We know how he did go to the crime scene. And we know he did have the time and opportunity to kill Talon as well.
Yet there is still a vital element missing.
No, I flipped out.
Good.
Let me put it in simple terms, so even an idiot like you can understand.
Yep.
The bottle!
I'm gonna set my sandwich down for a second. Interesting.
Yeah.
You lack the murder weapon. If Ingo was the murderer, then it couldn't have been the soul.
And why is that?
Yeah, Jen, this is amazing. Like I said, I normally pick off tomatoes a lot of sandwiches. This is truly delicious.
Yeah.
Like, I am probably the best BLT I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very delicious, juicy tomato.
Yeah. The Cherokee purples, man, they are so good.
It's so good.
You can take some home with you if you want.
Maybe.
It's simple. If the girl's story about working on the fence is true, then she was using the saw while her father was being murdered. It couldn't have been in two places at the same time.
Do I agree with this?
This song's weird.
Yeah, I don't think I like this one.
Like, parts of it I like, but...
I believe we're in complete agreement on this point.
You do realize the problems that creates for you, right?
I'm sure it can all be explained.
Ha! As if. But very well. Let's move on to why nothing else could have been the murder weapon either.
Couldn't he have used any old thing?
Either answer the question in defense or this discussion is over.
No need to overthink this. Anywhere Ingo could have gotten a weapon from will do. I'll worry about the exact details later.
Of all these things, like the equipment list is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
To use my attorney badge.
Have you forgotten this murder happened on a ranch? There are plenty of sharp things on site.
Ho 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 ho! That's simply impossible.
Couldn't Ingo have just disposed of it?
I was gonna say hidden it, but... yeah.
Disposed of it in some way?
That's impossible to see.
I want to like this song, but it's a little too messy.
Yeah, like I said, there's parts of it I like.
Disputable. How can you be so sure the inventory is accurate?
We still don't know what a drag hollow is.
Buh, use your head. There was a royal visitation scheduled for that day. The ranch owner needed everything to be in order. He would have even triple checked that list when he wrote it.
I suppose he would have, but
Well, the thing didn't disappear, so... There's something weird about this?
oh, I mean, Ingo did the.
Oh, yeah.
The inventory list itself is false.
Oh, fascinating. What exactly makes you question the veracity of this document?
Be something about the inventory itself. It's simple. You only need a brief look at the inventory to see it can't be trusted.
You can't just go around making such general statements, defense. Point out exactly what about the inventory makes it suspect.
Look at the little hand.
Just look here. The one who compiled this list was Ingo himself. He could have easily falsified the file, the part of his plan.
That doesn't matter.
Ranch over, double, triple check the... Yeah, it doesn't sound like Ballad, if you ask me. Or Talon, yeah.
Nothing could have left the ranch. Wouldn't Ingo have just been able to throw the item out over the fence?
Obviously, we searched the perimeter of the ranch as well. Nothing was found anywhere.
This is the most important point. Has nothing really been able to leave? Are you really sure nothing left the ranch? What about a few little shipments of milk?
Preposterous. Have you forgotten that said shipments have been checked by the Sheikah force before they were allowed to leave?
That's true, but there was a place the Sheikah could have overlooked.
What in Din's name are you blabbering about? We're talking about bog standard crates here, boy. Not exactly vast dungeons full of nooks and crannies to stuff things into, are they? Where could they have missed a murder weapon?
Ooh. See, just in case we have trouble.
I think it's the crates themselves. No?
Look at the list again. What are your options?
Consists of bottles. There's one place inside the crates that Sheikah couldn't have checked thoroughly without ruining the shipments.
Without ruining the shipments?
That's right. Ingo put the murder weapon inside one of the bottles to conceal it from the search.
That does seem plausible.
Now wait just a moment. A weapon in a milk bottle wouldn't have just gone unnoticed. Someone would have reported it.
How can you be so sure?
Do you even know how much milk an average milk bar uses each day?
No,
All
don't
those
touch the
ship-
stuff.
Now those shipments have most certainly been completely used up by now. Someone drinking from that bottle would have found it for sure. Choked on it, even if they took a gulp or a swig so large, it would have been a huge scandal.
Well, he's right about that, but he's missing some vital information.
Ooh.
You would be correct that a weapon showing up in someone's milkshake would cause quite a stir.
You like that one, huh?
I did. If the milk ever actually made it to any milk bar, that is. You see, I overheard a very interesting tale during the recess. Word was sent from the ranch not long ago that one of the shipments was returned unopened due to being misaddressed. What? No! Indeed, if you recall, Ingo was the one who handled all of that. Now that's strange. The ranch supplies the same milk bars every day. Even if you had messed up the street address a little, the couriers would have known where the shipment was meant to go. How could he have bundled it that badly? It's almost as if he didn't want anyone receiving a bottle of milk with a murder weapon in it. I bet Ingo expected this box to stay in shipping limbo a while longer. How unfortunate for him that the Postal Service was on its game today. Maybe because they were worried it'd start to smell.
I believe this calls us and see if I should go the bottles of milk more closely. Soldiers, drink up!
Ah, we got healed.
Nice. That was fun.
That was fun.
This is slander! Why would I kill Talon? Sure, he's a bit of a layabouts, but he did give me a job. Why would I want him dead? The motive? That's simple. Why I'm surprised you're even asking about it. The very inheritance document you brought to the court's attention states the following. In case of the testator's death, his daughter, Malin of Lon Lon Ranch, will inherit the branch. Unless she is unable to oversee it, in which case it shall be divided between the Crown and the remaining employees.
Oh!
What?! You not only killed Talon, but decided to frame Malin for the crime as well, so you would be the one to inherit part of the ranch. That's why you volunteered to work in the silo all day, to give you an alibi so that Malin would be the only possible culprit.
Alibi.
Of course you knew about the royal visitation in advance. You knew Malin would go back to the ranch house to prepare before they arrived. A perfect setup for the royals to find her next to the body.
No, no, no! What are you talking about? Talon signing the ranch over to me? Preposterous!
Did he really not know? I guess it was Dragmeyer who procured the actual document, not him.
Your Honor! What is it, soldier?
The box you requested is here.
Already? That was quite fast.
Apparently, the team at the ranch had already noticed something awry with it on their own. The box arrived just as we were about to rush out a courier to deliver our message.
Well, well, well. Let's see for ourselves then, shall we? Here it is, from the bottle with a slight red tint to the milk.
That was weird they even bothered making you do that.
Looks like some kind of serrated knife. That explains the irregular wound pretty nicely.
How could those Sheikah idiots have missed this?
I'm sure the milk was pure white when they first checked it. Took a whole day for the blood to dissolve in it. Either way, no matter how you slice it, this proves my theory right.
Oh, I've had it! Fine, fine. You wanna know why? You wanna know why I really killed that scumbag?
No! No! What are you?
So you admit it?
Yes, I admit it. What would you do if one day, after years of backbreaking labor, despite putting your all into the ranch, you were thrown away like rubbish, without any reason, fired? Farewell, we don't need you anymore.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Don't lie, I heard it all. I was just returning back from another day of span-wrenching work, and lo and behold, what's this? And Malin and Talon talking behind my back. I heard it all. We'll let him go after the visitation. We can handle things without him. And so,
In goes the knife.
Sorry.
after volunteering to work on that shipment, I quietly slipped out while the girl was busy and shaked the good-for-nothing slacker.
Shank.
Ha! You should have seen his face. It didn't expect it at all. So yes, Malin, I killed that lazy bum you called a father. And he deserved it.
Damn.
Huh.
Order! The witness will cease in his boasting over such a terrible deed. I think we've heard enough. Soldiers, take him away.
Oh, wait just a moment. Ingo.
Yes, girl. Want to apologize for what you've done?
Apologize? Me? You're horrible. We weren't planning to fire you at all. You're completely misunderstood what we were saying.
What?
What? Ooh.
We've had so much work recently. Well, you know how it goes with the royal visits.
I don't know who's talking.
Always a busy time. Gotta make sure everything's in tip-top shape.
I think this is Talon.
Go for it.
I do worry something about old Lingo, though. He's complaining on his back recently. Do wish he'd take a step back and relax sometime. Maybe we should convince him to take a vacation. Well, there's an idea. It'd do him good to just get out for a while. I'll discuss it with him after the visitation. After things calm down, we can handle everything without him. That's... You were planning... What? A vacation for me? And I did... No! No, it can't be so! Please say it isn't so!
What?
You're gonna get attacked by chickens as part of this, like, big freak out? Yeah.
I get attacked by chickens, I'm just not sure they used it at the right time. I guess they were mad that he admitted to the murder. Well, that was silly.
That was very silly for how dark that was.
Well, let this be a lesson. Give your employees a vacation every year.
Yeah, not once every 20.
We have witnessed today the results of a truly horrifying misunderstanding.
0 out of 10, the chicken didn't get taken to the witness stand.
But misunderstanding or not, what you have done is unforgivable.
Talon was a kind man beloved by all who had the good fortune to cross his path. His loss will be felt not only in his ranch, but all across Hyrule.
The killer turned out to be an utterly pathetic man with delusions of grandeur. I mean, look at him. An utter idiot, dressed like a clown.
He's really laying into him. Maybe he's just upset because he lost.
Prosecutions ran aside, I think it is time to declare today's verdict. This is just a formality, but will the defendant please step up to the stand?
Please, confetti, give it to me.
Young miss, I'm very sorry for the situation you have found yourself in. You'll have to hire someone new, it's really difficult. I'm very glad you appear to have such a good attorney as a friend.
I wouldn't have chosen anyone else.
Ah, thanks. That's a good out of you.
Thank you.
Now then, without further ado, in the name of Goddess Helia and the sacred land of Hyrule, I hereby find Malin of Lon Lon Ranch. Glick glick.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah, look at it. It looks terrible. I'm so happy.
Court is adjourned. You may restock the confetti fireworks.
It's the guy sweeping.
Yeah.
There's like, no, we just collect it and reuse the same confetti every time. It's filthy. We did it!
Yeah. So pumped.
Damn? Okay.
I suppose so.
I guess Ingo's outburst kind of soured the mood, huh?
I don't think I could ever forgive Mr. Ingo for what he's done.
That's fair enough, honestly. Really, though, you shouldn't think about that for now. You're free. It's time to celebrate.
My hair is making Andrew want like an orange cream hard candy. Does anyone else see it? I guess you're right.
Impa again, right?
Excellent work.
Slide over.
I knew you'd pull through. Oh, thanks. Couldn't have done it without you, really. So, thank you. Now, no, that's not quite right. If you want to thank someone, I'm not the one who deserves it the most. Huh? Your Highness! I thought you were going back to Hyrule Castle! What strings did Impa have to pull to get her here? I was, but I realized I should apologize for what I did personally.
It's an honor.
There is no need to bow, not after what I've done.
Really?
Really, if not
Oh,
for my
sorry.
status, I would have probably been carted off to prison alongside that angry little man.
Perjury's pretty serious, so that's probably not entirely wrong. As usual, you don't give you enough credit. Good credit. Highness credit.
How can you say that, detective? I almost condemned an innocent person to prison.
Yes, there are some things you should think twice about doing in the future. But it's all thanks to you that the young lady over here finally went free.
Huh?
Come on, attorney. Show Her Highness what I'm talking about.
My badge.
A bottle.
Well, it's true. Without this and without knowing about the fire, we wouldn't have had any proof to substantiate our claims. And really, your obviously false testimony helps us a lot. Youch! Just stepped on my foot! Well, there you have it. In any case, I'm sure Miss Malin isn't too upset.
Sure.
10 hut! We have orders to escort the princess back to the castle immediately.
Ah, just in time. Farewell, Your Highness.
I really like that they installed all these treadmills in the court.
And so they left. Now then, listen to me. I know that I am perhaps being too lenient on the princess, but tough times are ahead. The princess will need all the confidence she can get to lead the kingdom through them.
She needs to learn to take responsibility for her actions too, though.
And she will. Her Highness is in for a rather unpleasant afternoon today, I imagine. The urgency with which she has just been escorted out of here isn't coincidental.
What is the king going to scold her?
At the very least. Now, then, my duties call, unfortunately, so I must be off. Again, you did well today, both of you. I trust that I will be able to rely on you in future court proceedings as well. I'll try my best. That's all I ask. That unpleasant prosecutor seems to be making his way over here, so I'll be excusing myself post-haste. Farewell. Uh-oh.
Whoa, no, this is bad. I don't like you from the front view.
You!
Hello! Nice day we're having, isn't
He
it?
looks like such a dweeb with his ears like that.
Tell me now, where did that blasted detective go? To have my reputation tarnished this way by some novice attorney from the boonies.
Attic much? Looks about ready to burst from anger.
Don't be such a sore loser. You lost. Deal with it.
Yeah, we got the right verdict. Doesn't that make you even a little bit glad?
Yes, I suppose there's some worth in that. What transpired is most unfortunate, and I can only offer my condolences.
They're right in our face.
Just remember that it was the meddling of that idiotic princess and the stupidity of that blasted detective that led to your arrest. So if you have any grievances, take it up with them.
Suppose there's some truth to what he's saying.
Speaking of the detective, it appears she has fled from me like a cuckoo on fire. Mark my words, she will regret what she's done for generations.
Zip. Well, that sure was something. I don't know if he was being sincere or just wanted to shift blame onto someone else.
I wouldn't say he's entirely blameless. Never mind that. Do you think you'll be alright running the ranch by yourself?
Absolutely not.
Of course I'll come visit, but I have my attorney duties too.
I'll get in touch with the castle to see if they can spare some men to work at the ranch. Silly as my father may have seemed, he really did prepare me to take over one day, and he's taught me well. I'll make sure that the animals are well cared for, just as they always have.
That's the spirit. I believe in you.
My fingers hurt when I do this.
It just the way it's. Yeah, right.
I really want to thank you for bringing the truth to light. If it wasn't for you, I don't even want to think about what could have happened. I would have been arrested. That's about it.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. And so ended a very personal case for me. Felt like a weight had been lifted off my back. Malin continued working at the ranch, hoping to make it prosper even beyond what her father was able to accomplish. I didn't really think much about it, but the days following were some of the happiest I lived for a long time.
And then the next case, Saria Butts, my longtime friend.
Little did I know that a terrible tragedy would soon shock the entire kingdom and I'd find myself smack dab in the middle of it. That's a legend for another day.
Hey. Hero of Law. I'm a little surprised we got it done faster than the ETAs I was reading.
Yeah, no,
Especially since, you know, we're goofy as we play these things.
And we read all the dialogue
Out loud, yeah.
Maybe they included like the
Maybe.
bonus chapter and stuff in that.
Bonus chapter looks very short from just even looking at the, like glancing at the, well damn, this was, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it seems
And you
like
can play it on the N64, you really
Yeah,
can.
yeah. It seems like they want to continue this, so...
Maybe, I don't know. Nintendo could never, yeah, of course. I mean, I guess that they could do more of these. I kind of like are joking around about like other genres mashed up or other things, you know,
Yeah.
to explore. What am I looking at here?
What are you from? What? I know you're in a Zelda game, but I don't know where.
Jimbo Slim. Okay.
This reminds me of a puzzle. Sure does.
We'll see that in August. Man, you didn't even get your own prison cell to yourself. Well, it's like a vacation.
I like that they gave him the big ominous piano still.
Yeah. Jeez. See a book being thrown at her. No Tuesday stream? Nah, she's got an appointment. So we're taking next week off.
Yeah. No.
And then concert in WBC, so. Hey, cool. Look at the cat!
Adorable. Overlooking Kakariko Village. It's pretty cool.
Dampé didn't do the murder.
It would just be like a willpower.
Yeah.
Aw, well, you know.
We did it!
We sure did. That's why we have a second. You can poke around in the menu or whatever. I have no idea how to do the other thing.
I don't know.
Excuse me? Okay. Ah. Well, check out the extra.
Yeah. Extra one, meanwhile, somewhere else.
Yeah, this is really short. Oh,
I'm
no, that's
sorry.
something else. That's something else. That's not what I expected at all. What am I looking at? Malin says, "Thank you so much for playing my game." Oh no, he's got -1 lives.
Is this the afterlife?
They're doing new Super Mario Brothers music.
Ah, yeah, because it's the newer team.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Fuck that. Can you believe this is controlled a little bit haphazardly?
you can't get that other wall kick, huh?
It's the controller layout.
Oh,
Okay,
work.
sure.
it's wall kick upward.
He's also a little slippery.
Yeah, he's got the Luigi physics going.
God, there's not much time. Yeah. Supposedly, there's a game with a giant egg in which you can become a criminal, and a pair of games with climate change and time travel. They say that extras can be unlocked by connecting them on the title screen using a certain accessory. I see. Now, I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you can figure it out. See ya! Okay, so that's like how to tell you to... Okay. Neat!
Yeah, I guess with the way to do it patch-wise, but we ain't got it.
I think I can... I'm trying to think of like a way to do it on stream, and I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
can
was
do
saying,
it
I
on
don't
stream.
think we got it. But anyway, there is a bonus chapter that's Link's Awakening based. In Link's Awakening, you can steal,
Yeah.
and that's what the chapter's about. It's apparently really short. I was looking at the like spoiler-free walkthrough, and like this was like 2 pages of spoiler-free stuff.
Uh-huh.
That one is like a third of a page.
Okay, yeah.
So it's got to be short. But if you have an N64, you like put the little Link's Awakening Game Boy game into the cartridge like slot on the controller
Yeah.
with a little attachment you get from Pokemon Stadium, and like that's how they set it up because they're insane
Yeah.
people.
You can emulate a transfer pack, and I know how to do it. It
Right.
just would take me a while.
But
to
I
get
also
it set
don't think
up.
it's worth doing. If
Yeah.
you guys want to see it, I'd say just go seek it out because like we beat it, we're good.
Yeah. I'm
And
pretty
it's
happy.
supposed to be short, so we'll get back to Layton in August, but that was fun. Let's get those songs merging
This is
together.
absolutely chaos.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good night, everybody.